It's alive! We're back to do a game that we completed entirely in the past, but my dumbass forgot to download episodes 2 and 3, so...
That's right, this is my favorite one, so...
Yeah, it all works out. It's a good one to bring back. We haven't had... yourself.
I am Melina Castor.
Hasn't been on since, like, April of last year, something or another. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. 3/4 of a year, we're good. That's pretty good for us, though, because, like, I think between our first Spyro 1 stream and the second one, like, there was a good half a year.
Oh, I know that third one.
Yeah.
I think the first time we played through that one, we we did the first episode, and then months, like I think almost a half year later, we did the second bit, and then I think we also did like another couple of months till we finished it.
Yeah, like Spyro 2 we got through pretty fucking quickly though, like 2 days I think.
Yeah, but we were on a kick of that, so.
Yeah, we got through like a good 75% of it day 1, I think. Alright. We'll patiently wait. Thank you, Sweetie Follow Acidic Door. Maybe I should. That one quick.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
I don't know why they're not. Whatever.
I mean, I don't know if it happens usually, but I think it happens pretty often where I'm on here and something's not working.
It's just me and my general incompetence with OBS. I've been using it for like a year and I'm still learning.
Where are the eggs?
Okay, so Lynn demonstrated one of my changes that I made to my phuck command.
The others.
Originally I had it chained where like Nightbot would kind of start a conversation with itself, but I couldn't get it to work. So I've got to work out the kinks in that. Because, yeah, I had this whole fucking thing planned, and then I was not sober when I was trying to implement it, yeah.
Bring them back, Spyro.
And then I got discouraged, and, you know, bright side about redoing this, I can re-upload it, and maybe YouTube won't fucking age restrict. Here, you start things off.
Ooh, yay.
Maybe they won't fucking age restrict the video, because I won't choose a provocative title this time.
You know, this time, I just realized when we played the first one, the one that came out in the PS1 version,
Yeah.
you never saw Hunter run off like that.
No.
He was already at his station.
Actually, something I thought about doing it like on my own, and then I decided against it because I think
The Spyro?
Yeah, the PlayStation 1 games. Like, no, that should be a co-hosted event. Like, I'm gonna hold off on those. Crash Bandicoot, I don't give two fucks. I'll do those on my own. But Spyro, I'm like, yeah, no.
You know, we should do a co-hosted Crash at some point.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I love fucking Crash.
That's illegal. That's illegal, boys and girls.
It is, yes. I have a cousin that's in jail for that kind of stuff right now.
Gross. Fucking awful. I know who you're talking about.
You
too,
should.
Yeah.
He's the only cousin we got that's in jail for that.
Yep. Our family is real fucked up.
It's real hick. It's real hick, guys.
Wait. Touching animals. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. You know, what's the term? There's a term.
He likes them pretty horses.
God.
Bestiality.
Yep,
That's
it
what
is.
you're looking
Okay,
for.
yep.
Yeah, zoophile. I think horses were the main one, yeah.
No,
No?
it was the horses were just the ones until they started getting pissed off at him.
Hi, Spyro.
Fucking gets his
Good
head
luck,
kicked
your
in by a...
Cause it,
Push the right stick.
Yeah, the main one,
Center
exactly.
behind you.
um,
Center camera button. You can also look all around.
I just got it.
Button.
Maybe, maybe we'll, switch the topic real quick.
Yeah, we probably should,
Yeah,
But-
bestiality probably ain't a good topic for Twitch.
especially since we're playing it with.
Look, dragons aren't real. Dragons aren't real. You can't go around just fucking a dragon.
But what about the?
You're the
What
one
is
in
it?
charge of
There's that.
But
one
the
dragon.
furry community!
How sad.
Fucking
Look
A.
here, dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came
Shut the
through.
fuck up, Bianca.
Eggs belong to
You're not
us.
threatening at all.
And I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs,
I mean,
expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them
you can
back.
fuck whatever dragons you want.
Self-clear. If I find you here
We're
again,
just not going to
be very angry.
encourage it or
Like me when I'm angry.
anything like that.
Yeah, but that was a donkey on dragon.
Yeah, it's
thing.
donkey on dragon action.
So that's a bit different.
Pretty sure there's some artificial insemination going on there. Like, there must have been.
I mean, they might have been having Shrek help, or Fiona.
Fucking it. Yeah. No way in hell Shrek would have been helping. He would have told Donkey to go fuck himself.
See you here.
Fiona might have been nice
I
enough.
haven't seen
Fiona,
you since
Fiona's like,
Being
"Okay,
that she spent that time with
Yeah.
the dragon for very many years.
I'll catch it in a vial and we'll figure something out, you guys.
I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local
This is a very weird conversation.
It is! Granted, I don't even know what started it.
dragons too.
Yeah, welcome back.
Hi!
Welcome back.
Kangaroo.
I'm pretty good at starting some weird conversations.
Oh, it's been fucking good so far, though.
Then you could keep
Moneybags, you capitalistic piece of shit.
Should I finish the homeworld first, or should I just go to a world?
Oh, do whatever the fuck you want. Like,
Okay.
we've done this all before. So you're saying I should get a mouse and a keyboard similar to that? That's what I'm getting from this. It's locked in. I've got this.
You gotta get a mini set?
Yeah. Well, eventually I'm gonna upgrade all of my shit. Like, everyone knows I'm gonna get a new mic sooner rather than later. I don't really care for the one I'm using.
I mean, it's been good to you now, but, I mean, a better mic is still a better mic.
Like, I don't inherently dislike this mic at all. I just... Alright, yeah, get used to the setup. You've got this. I don't dislike this mic at all. I just don't see it really being good quality later on.
Let's go check it out.
You know, I wonder if Hunter has
To hover, just
ADD
press the
or
action button at
ADHD.
the end of
I saw something shiny! Hold on! I'm gonna stop teaching you.
Holy shit, he just Super Saiyaned his way out of there.
Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
Yeah, he definitely has
Hunter,
attention.
you forgetful piece of shit. That is our one mission right now. And you almost forgot that we had an egg.
That's probably the reason why, he wasn't put in charge of, the second game where they had to find
Yeah.
the orbs.
He's fucking dumb. Yeah, because he would fucking hold them from you like, I know you need these to save the realm, but you
Hold
gotta
on.
beat me at this shit.
Hold on, let me, I gotta go skateboard real quick. I'll be back to find the rest of those orbs, but, I'm gonna go play with these, like, little moles.
Avalar can fuck right off. I'm gonna be the next Tony Hawk, god damn it, you hear me? Fucking A. Oh, god damn it. That's it. Someone who has Tony Hawk on Steam, I'm pretty sure it's on their fucking mod hunter and shit.
Wasn't there, an article about him where they said that he wasn't even that good, he just got all the promotions or something? I don't know.
I don't know a goddamn thing about
I don't know anything
skateboarders.
about Tony Hawk.
I know that most of his games are fun as shit, though. Like, Tony Hawk's Underground, I fucking love that game. That's what I want to get, like, remade. Fun fact, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 were supposed to get the same remaster treatment, but that merger, I believe, kind of fucked that whole thing up.
Oh?
Which is tragic, really. But, fuck it, we got 1 and 2 at least.
There's... that.
You can get it!
You can do it!
I have got very fond memories of renting this game from Take-Two Video when it used to still exist. Hi, kids. Video stores used to be a thing.
Like Blockbuster.
I fucking miss video stores, honestly. But there's a Take-Two Video, Fargo, North Dakota, on University. Fucking loves that place. I'd rent this all the goddamn time. I know we got Saga Frontier once,
Shit.
and I could not figure out what the fuck I was supposed to be doing in that game at 5 years old. Which is understandable. That game is... It's got a lot going on. Now, I was familiar with Final Fantasy and all that shit, but Saga Frontier is a whole different beast.
Yeah, because I believe you were the one that got me into Final Fantasy, and Kyrie was the one that found
Dragoon.
Dragoon. Legend of Dragoon was kind of the same thing. Just...
Yeah, it was branded as the Final Fantasy killer back in the day. Which, by all means, if it would have gotten better marketing, if they would have fucking kept up with it, it very well could have been.
Considering the story base was fucking phenomenal. Like, I hadn't actually watched like the true end of the game until you had streamed it. Like, that was the first time I had actually seen the ending. But
it's an intense fucking ending.
It is an intense ending, not to mention, like, there's so much story left that they could totally tell.
Prequel, for fuck's sake. The Dragon campaign needs a prequel.
Like, could you imagine, like, it doesn't even matter which character you play. Could you imagine playing any of the main crew for the Dragon? Like, if you played, Rose.
During the Dragon campaign?
While she's a Dragoon. Oh. Just for familiarity. Or if you play,
Zeeg? Dartstad?
Yeah, Dartstad. That's
Zeeg.
What happened?
Do you remember how in 12th grade I had that open hour? Where, like, I just kind of hang out in the library doing whatever it is that Nick does? Usually researching Columbine. Joke.
Yep.
So, no, that was, like, a few weeks I researched that. I was looking into the Dragon campaign, and I've got shit, like, mapped out on how they could do it. And you could really make it a tragedy. Like, Rose would watch all of her fucking friends die, pretty much.
Yeah.
But the Water Dragoon, she was like this mermaid human hybrid, kind of. Like, there are different races that we're not really explored.
Yeah,
in
like,
Dragoon.
they didn't talk about any of them.
Like, there is so much cut content, and it would be so cool.
Not to mention, could you imagine the world she came from?
Yeah.
How amazing that would look?
It would be so fucking cool. Like, if I had the skills and the patience, I would put enough time and effort into a project like that where I would likely get a cease and desist order. Because that is something I've been wanting for many, many years now. Actually, when I was a really little kid, like, no more than 2nd grade, I think, I got damn near to the end of Legend of Dragoon on my own. I was really fucking proud of it. So I got to Xenobados, that Lost City, and then I got stuck. My dumb ass was like, I wasn't thinking, oh, maybe I have to stand in line, so like, fuck this game, I quit. And I was like, right at the end.
Yeah. That's something I do all the time, where, like, my boyfriend, he just finished, God of War, and I knew I was really close. I knew I was super close to the end, but I got to one of those, God, what was it? The Red Mist area.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, when you die and it sends you back without anything, like, you basically you die and you have to basically start from the last save point that you did.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, you know what? I don't want to play anymore. Not to mention the
The real Andy from Toy Story. I don't want to play with you anymore.
But yeah, I just finished, or my boyfriend just finished playing that game. I finally got to see the end of it, and I seen how much left I had. I literally only had
of those dragon eggs?
boss, the
portal will
last,
start working again.
I bought, like, one boss fight, going into the serpent, the water serpent, and then going into, or the boss fight, and then basically that's it. And then
Yeah.
I would walk and I just had to go to the portal and go to where you spread the mother's ashes, and that's it. That's all that was left. I was like, Jesus, if I would have just said, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore, I could have just finished it. But no, I have to be a completionist, and I have to do this.
Oh. I know... I'll answer chat real quick. My trench coat is hanging up on my closet, thank you very much. And, maybe starting next month, actually, I might start streaming Dragoon again. It's been about a year. I've been going through withdrawals. Yeah, I'm doing another playthrough of it.
You're gonna... So it's not so... What was wrong? The sound?
Yeah, like, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. I was emulating it last year. I own the game, but I didn't have a means to get my PlayStation 2 onto a capture card, so did what I had to, and there was this audio glitch that Manila says it wasn't that noticeable. I noticed it every goddamn time, and it was bothering the hell out of me.
It would get bad sometimes. Oh, right there.
I feel like that also had to do with my RAM as well, which I've upgraded since. But anyway, I'm gonna emulate it with actual hardware now. But I like that game quite a bit. That's one that I'll probably play like once a year. Do an annual stream of it.
Do you care which one I go in?
No, you do whatever fucking level you want. But back to the whole completing games thing. Ever since I was a kid, like, I love Final Fantasy and all that. I've had a bad fucking habit of getting, like, damn near the end of each game and just being like, well, I'm done with it, or I'll get stuck. Like,
Yep, you'll have to grind, so then you like get distracted because you don't. Because that's where mine is I have to get to a point where I've gone too far in the story that if I continue, I'm not going to be able to beat the bosses because I have to grind. Because I don't level grind as I go.
Well, that's what happened to me when we were in 11th grade when I was living with you guys. Remember I was playing 9? Well, I was playing 8. And then I was done with that because you watched me beat that one, I think.
Which
in your
one?
room. 8, the one with Squall and Renoa and the Sorceress and all that shit. I know you at least saw me get some of the optional shit like Bahamut and Eden. But 9, I had gotten damn near the fucking end. Like, it was the boss before the final boss or some shit. And I was stuck. Like, I thought I was at a decent level, and I got my fucking ass handed to me, and I was like, fuck this game. And then, 5th grade, Final Fantasy VIII has been my favorite ever since I was a little kid. I got to the end of Disc 3, to the fight with Adele, and she kept fucking killing Rinoa on me, absorbing her health. I got stuck there, and like that's the final boss of Disc 3, and then Disc 4 is just a gauntlet of final bosses, pretty much. And when I finally beat that game in high school, I'm like, God damn it, that's all I had left? But I got that far without, like, knowing how to utilize the junction system at all, so that was good, I guess. 4 I almost beat when I was younger before getting bored. I don't like 4 at all. I'm not even gonna bullshit that. Like, it is so fucking boring to me.
To be honest, I think the only one that I've actually played is 9.
I think you'd like 10 quite a bit.
I mean, I probably would, because what was the one with the 3-girl trio? The one
10 too.
That's the one my mom bought me because she bought it for me because she's like, this one has a bunch of girls on it, so you'll probably like this one. I was like, I like all of them, Mom. It doesn't have to be girls for me to play the game. She's like, yeah, but I thought they were cute. I'm like, okay, that's fair. But that one I didn't really care for because I think, like, I was so lost in the story because it was a sequel.
Yep.
Because, like, I'm
Looking
sure
for Titus or Titus if you gotta get technical. I like the Titus pronunciation myself.
Like, it was still good, but considering I don't know any of the story, and I was so lost, because they kept talking about, like, these, like, orb things, or whatever, And one of the things that I don't know if I particularly liked was that they were singers or they were performers.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this feels weird. This feels a bit odd. Like,
He was like, oh, my boyfriend just died. I'm gonna go sing a song. I'm gonna be a J-pop star. Actually, 5th grade, I got a PlayStation 2 for my birthday that year. Or I was going into 5th grade, and I got Final Fantasy X-2 with it. Like, my dad fucking knew when I was younger. I loved Final Fantasy. I would not shut the fuck up.
to be honest, he said that he's always loved your conversations or the way that you talk about gaming.
Oh, my dad?
Because when I told him about your streams, he was just like, yeah, I love the way you used to talk about games.
Fucking weirdo.
I think it's probably a parent thing.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a parent. I would be
Apparently
god-awful at it. Yeah. But he got me that, and I was playing it, like, I had seen a little bit of gameplay from,
Hi, Spyro.
I won't, like,
Each
name
time a
names
fairy
on the
zaps you,
fucking
like
stream,
that.
obviously, but my sister's mom, her younger brother, was playing 10 when it came out.
It means
So I was
you're
familiar, I
going
didn't know about the
to
ending,
If you get
but I was playing it, I was like,
you'll return to the
I feel like I'm missing some background here. And I still had fun with it, but that's a game where, like, you kind of need a guide if you want the real ending. There's so much shit you can miss.
I think that's also another thing that's really nice about Final Fantasy is that some of them, the endings get different endings. Because I don't know if there were a lot of games that were like that where if you could, like, you could alter the way the story goes depending on your choices as you play in the game. Because isn't it, what was it? Chrono Cross?
Yeah, Chrono Cross,
was-
Chrono Trigger.
Those were kind of like that, where you could change your story if you pick the right people to be a part of your team, or if you interacted with the right people.
Speaking of, that's a game that I was so hyped to stream almost a year ago, and I did like 3 episodes and dropped it. So I think I just forgot Chrono Cross, Radical Dreamers Edition.
Because it had just gotten a revamp, hadn't it?
Yeah, the remaster dropped, and I streamed it release day, I think. And I was all fucking jazzed up about it, and then... honest to God, I probably forgot or had too much on my plate with other games, or some bullshit fuckery. You guys know how it goes.
I mean, to be honest, it's pretty typical of our family. I'm pretty sure we all have short-term memories.
Well, I've got a good memory. I remember shit from when I was a kid. Like, maybe I didn't forget. Maybe, like, I actively ignored it. 'Cause
Well,
that
I
is
mean,
something I do a
short-
lot.
You have a good long-term memory. It's your short-term that's...
That or, like... Well, it's just, like, fucking creative writing. I can very rarely actually finish a project. Because I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go work on this one for a little bit. Then I'll go back, and it'll be half a fucking decade before I touch it again. It's great.
Oh, I wonder if it's...
Another game we've got to stream. Another couple games we got to stream soon. Alien Isolation. That's been almost a year since we have.
Because we had just gotten to the bit where the alien started appearing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what... I wasn't sure when the alien was gonna
just
start
making you
appearing.
paranoid.
So I was just like, Jesus Christ, he's gonna pop out at any fucking minute. I'm just waiting for him to be like, bleh, bleh, bleh. And then just before we quit, he's like, here I am, and he hadn't even like come to get me. He just came to get my guide. I'm like, oh, okay. So you were going to announce when you were on the hunt for me now. That's okay.
That is fucking terrifying.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. I remember.
Gotta hit Sheila. We have also got to bring back Skull Monkeys.
Oh, I love the fact that we found that hidden area.
I was showing Dylan that when he was here, and he was... I think he was hungover that morning, is what he had said, but I was fucking dying over the song.
Yeah, because the song was fucking phenomenal. Not to mention, we were both like, I've never been here before. This is new. I've
Starts
never been
fucking
here.
singing to us.
Yeah, it was like, this is a hidden area.
Kind of like your dad.
That's what I was looking for.
Uh,
But There it is.
Gex 3 is another one we gotta finish off.
I love Gex.
Actually, we can probably just start that all over, do it on original hardware again. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, I'm just gonna start over again. If you wanna join on that one, that's cool. It's the vampire one.
That's the one where
It's got the green cover and your Raziel. Bob.
okay, yep.
Yeah.
I think I know exactly
I was
what.
gonna say Bob had the one on the PS2 where it was a blue cover where
Yep,
he
yep,
was
yep.
converged.
That's
Yeah.
the one I have, I believe.
Yeah. I've fucking got all of them in that series. And that series might be making a fucking comeback. I'm so excited.
I actually seen that, so I was like, you know what? I want to know the story because I don't actually know
There is
any.
a lot.
I watched a YouTube video where they talked about nothing but the story itself and where so I do know the whole story. I'm not gonna say any spoilers or anything because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that wants to play the games to find out. But I even like they went as far back into like that like the really old wood game where they talked about the main bad guys in the game that we're gonna be playing, his backstory.
Yeah.
Where his
I think I watched the same video. Probably. Did you look into any of the cut content from Soul Reaver? There was a lot. Like the ending was changed pretty drastically.
They might have mentioned that there was some.
Look into that shit. That shit's cool as hell. Like, I wish we could get a director's cut.
Alright, so this might take me a minute because I have to remember all the fucking buttons.
Oh, that's cool. Like, I'm having a field day just bullshitting.
Oh,
so,
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I finally got. I shouldn't say interested enough to do it, but like I remembered that this was something that I had been wanting to do.
Skateboarding?
No. Look into the story of Soul Reaver because I loved him. I thought he was such a fascinating.
Fascinating shit.
He's a Nah, he doesn't have the bowels anymore for that. He's pretty he's a size 0.
Okay, I'm gonna open up this cherry Dr. Pepper. That sounds pretty alright. Oh, that's good that the keyboard is good.
It'd be a real shame to spend that much money on it. Fucking sucks. It'd be a real shame.
What are some other games we gotta do? I thought about doing Jack and Daxter, but I was like, no. I was like, I'm gonna wait on that one because you know a hell of a lot more about that series than I do.
That's the one where the mute. Because I've actually never finished the first one. I've only played I have only finished and played the third one.
I thought you beat the second one.
Nope, I finished the third one.
Huh.
The one where he gets sent to the future to the developed where
To do some bullshit.
well, he gets sent in the future on accident because the green sage was messing with
He was
precursor.
stoned. He was stoned. Green.
I mean,
Bullshit me. Ratchet and Clank is another series.
that one I definitely wanna.
I'm just gonna fucking pirate those. Whoops, I didn't say that.
I think I have them.
I've got a couple of them. If I can find them locally, I'll buy the ones that I don't already have, but if I can't find them locally, then, well, other means. Plus, I don't feel bad about emulating games that are that old anyway. It's like, well, fuck.
They've already gone past their
You're not
profiting prime.
You're not gonna make any money off of me buying it used anyway, dickhole. Pardon our language. I feel very strongly about this shit.
I have my mother's language, which is not great, and I always found it funny because a lot of people thought like my mother was so nice and whatever. Like she is absolutely nice,
Swears like a fucking sailor.
She has the worst, the absolute worst, vocabulary. Like, she's the whole reason that, like, I thought my dad would be bad because he's the one that has technically the anger issues, but he smokes. So, like, he doesn't have as bad of anger issues because of it. But my mother, Jesus, she non-stop swearing.
So,
Oh, that's right. I didn't start the show.
remember when our families, like, forced us to go to that dumbass storybook land in South Dakota? First of all, South Dakota, why the fuck would anyone want to go camping there?
Not to mention, like, why would that be there? It's
Right.
probably because there isn't a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
If you can catch all the lizards before time
I was hanging out with
without
your brother most of the time, and he was talking to your mom, and he was wearing that shirt of his that has the word fuck all over it.
Oh, yeah, because Dylan loved that shit.
Yeah, and we're talking with your mom, and she's like, you know you can't say that any of these because they're bad words. And you know, like, how when I was a kid, I was a smartass, but, like, it came across as, like, just more sincere versus, like, now where it's like, no, all of my sarcasm is full of spite.
Yep.
Like, no, they're not bad words, they're just not recommended for daily use, and she was cracking the fuck up over that. And I kind of whispered, okay, Dylan, I think that you're in the clear, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, you got her to laugh, you're good, you can say whatever you want, buddy.
It's like that, fucking, what's his name? The yellow guy. Homer logic. You laughed, I'm off the hook!
Yeah. Exactly. But, other than, like, some very specific words, I don't think there are really any allegedly bad words.
Well, to be honest, like, I watched, granted they were comedy routines, but, like, they weren't wrong. Where, they thought it was weird that they found that Americans don't like swear words. But yet, to be honest, we're not even technically using them, right? We don't say them properly. We put a lot more emphasis on it. It's supposed to add glitter to it's like adding glitter to a sentence.
SpongeBob logic. They're sentence enhancers.
Yeah. There's not supposed to be an emphasis on it, but when we say it, we put a lot of emphasis on it, so it becomes more offensive because of the
that was
emphasis.
sweet. And look, there was another egg in the lizard burrow.
We're, not too bright.
Well, I mean, we're a bunch of colonizers, so
Yeah.
all of our ideas are stolen.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know, I swear like a fucking sailor anyway. Like,
Same.
fuck is probably my most used word. Like, different variations of that, or like, god damn it, I used to say that a lot. I still say it a lot, just not as much. We've got to come back
Yeah,
anyway,
but I gotta
so.
come back for. But
My turn.
when the most time I swear is when I get super excited.
Sly Cooper is recommended.
Yep, those are ones that I have beat. I will not play the second one. I refuse to believe it exists. I've tried playing it.
I'll do it. You co-host.
The second one?
Yeah, I played bits and pieces of the first 3. I don't know if there's another one. I forgot.
I think.
I don't know if they made a sequel
I
or
think
not.
it's just 2. I think there's a racing one. But I did did try playing the second one. I have beat the first one. I beat it many times. I love Sly Cooper. That was one of my favorite games we did.
But, yeah, like, we can co-host those for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can find those easily.
Oh, I have them.
Oh, well, shit. That's easier than my idea.
I have the first one. I don't think I have the second one, but it's also on PS4, that Plus thing that you had me buy. They
yeah,
have
I've
it
got
for
that.
free on there.
Cool. Okay. This is one of my favorite levels in the game, personally.
I think I remember you telling me the last time we streamed.
Yeah. Whenever I play this game, if I'm talking with anyone, I will be sure to bring up that, oh yeah, this is one of my favorite levels. Because it is. I love this level so goddamn
Because
much.
your heads are in the clouds.
Yeah. Everything's a little hazy for me. Not there. we're not gonna miss that fucking gem that we were missing last time either.
See a ramp?
yeah, right on, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Give me a lift. Come on.
If my wings were big and
Yeah, well, you didn't drink enough Red Bull, you little shit.
Ooh,
What?
so while I don't have to focus on gaming, I'm gonna tell my story.
Oh yeah!
So
Story time.
last time I believe you streamed, I don't know if it was last time or sometime before that, I had commented on the chat that I am now, well, technically I'm not unemployed because I've already been hired by another
Oh,
company
nope.
prior.
There's that one.
But I ended up walking out of my job like a couple days ago.
Like a real American.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I had already given my 2 weeks notice, but the person I had given my 2 weeks notice given my 2 weeks notice to wasn't like my actual manager. It was just the person that was running the whole place.
Fuck, they didn't even work there. They were just staying at the hotel for a month.
I guess.
enemies are wearing
So-
protects them from your dragon clan.
I let her know that I was putting in my 2 weeks, and as I told her that I don't want her to let anyone know or keep it as quiet as possible because this isn't really up for debate. I'm not really willing to talk about it. It's not one of those things where I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice, now try to make this an environment I want to stay in kind of thing. It's more or less, I'm done. You done fucked up.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I was being nice, letting you know that I'm done. But, so I had already put my 2 weeks in, and Sundays are our busiest days, because it's a hotel business, so, like, that's usually when a lot of people check out, because it's Sunday, Monday, people usually have to work.
Clean
So
the
it's-
rooms that the orgies were held in.
I mean, this last week that we had, for the last Sunday that I worked, it was a bunch of hockey kids.
Ew.
So it was
Remember that
worse.
shit from Holiday?
Yeah. So
Rats.
those rooms were dirty. Those ones were the ones that have like fucking 3 garbage bags of garbage for food and
Yeah.
like other stuff. I'm like, Jesus, guys.
You know, if you get busted smoking pot while you're on the team, you're gonna get kicked off.
But so this place wasn't great. This place when I had gotten my training, and Nick could even, because he experienced the same kind of training when he was there.
I lasted 2 days.
Yeah. The training there, the girl I had that was supposed to do my training, she up front told me that I'm in charge of your training, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna, show you the ropes and all this stuff. And then, as we're walking upstairs for her to show me the ropes, we get to the floor that she's supposedly going to show me the ropes in. She tells me last minute, she's like, oh, but we're busy today because it's Sunday, so I'm gonna hand you off to one of our better housekeepers so she can show you because I'm gonna be too busy to train you. I'm like, okay.
In other words, playing Pokemon Go on her phone in the office.
And I was trying to be hospitable or understanding that, you know what, sometimes people just get too busy and you just have to make do. She hadn't explained anything about my job, nothing. Zip. Granted, I've already had prior experience in housekeeping and other stuff, so, like, I do know what I'm doing. But she didn't explain any of it. She tried to hand me off to this other housekeeper before showing me anything. The housekeeper had to tell her to show me some stuff, like how much of each object goes in a room, how many towels, like soaps, or other hygiene stuff that should be in a room or each room at all times. And she was just like, oh yeah, I'll definitely show her that. She breezed through it so fast that, if not for the fact that I had already had prior experience, so I was kind of assuming the numbers aren't that hard to remember, but like, if I were someone who was really nervous and never done that before, I would not have been doing well. So there's that fact. But that's just to give you a feel for the job itself, or the environment it was. So the day I quit, I'd already been getting kind of stressed out with the place already, because they're all really dramatic and very much.
Clicky.
Yes. There's groups there, and they hoard stuff. Some groups hoard all the stuff, while other groups are struggling the entire day to get the stuff that they need to get their job done, which I couldn't care less. If I don't have the stuff to get my job done, that's not my problem. I'm there to clean the rooms. If they can't make sure that I have the stuff I need, that's somebody else's problem that they need to definitely fix. So, I had let my semi-manager know, because she's not actually my manager. She's the person in charge of making sure that the rooms are actually clean after we clean them. She's just the double checker too. She's not actually our manager, and we've been told this many times, that she's not our manager. She's not to manage us. She's just to let us know if we miss something, or if we need to go back to a room and clean, or do some extra cleaning. That's it. That's all her job is. Granted, her job was also to train me, but she obviously didn't do that. So,
She ain't so good at that part of it.
she's not even that good at making sure the rooms are clean. I think there was one time where, because there's some times where she has to clean the rooms herself to set it up for, like, management to take a look at or something like that. Or there was some days where we just don't have enough housekeepers, so she's cleaning the rooms herself.
Mm-hmm.
There was someone that went in to check the room after her because, I don't know, I think they were just double checking, or they didn't know that she was the one that cleaned that room. So they went in to go double check it. They took pictures because it was still a disaster zone. And she's in charge of making sure we clean our rooms to the best of ability. And she had left an absolute mess. Like, she didn't wipe down countertops, so there's fingerprints all over. It was an absolute mess, from what I had heard. Because I didn't see it, because obviously it's not something people would show me.
Right.
So it was all drama. But she has a habit of doing that. So the story, my manager was off that day because he has weekends off, because he has children and whatever, so he can't work weekends. And
That's such a bullshit excuse, too.
I mean, he's a male. Not that I don't think some males can do it, but there's a lot of them that can't do both, have someone watch their kids while they're at work, or
I don't know. I feel like if you don't want to work weekends, just be fucking upfront about it like I am.
well, I mean, to be honest, I don't think he was supposed to be working weekends anyway,
I guess.
but he's also in the housekeeping business where Sunday is the busiest day. So, but I have no idea. It's none of my business.
He was a joke anyway.
He was an ex-cop, if you want to.
His poor manager for a hotel.
Yeah, he was an ex-cop that got put in charge of managerial.
Probably got fired for fucking a prostitute.
I don't actually know what he got fired for. I think someone told me, but I don't remember.
Probably what I just said. That's my guess.
Damn, I got lost.
Ex-top manager.
So my semi-manager, she was in charge of everything because she was the only manager there that day, or she was the only person that was in charge that was there that day. So she was letting us all know what we need to focus on, what rooms are in charge of. Granted, those ones, the rooms that we need to focus on should already be marked on our boards. They should have like a little like explanation, or like a little mark next to the room number saying that these rooms have already been taken. These rooms need to be cleaned as soon as possible because there's going to be someone coming for them when check-in time, like, which is fine. But she has a habit of telling you that we need king rooms or we need these rooms, which is just a general whatever. I'm like, I'm probably going to clean a king room or a queen room because we get all kinds of sizes of rooms to clean.
You
so,
clean at least one of each type
yeah,
each day, pretty much.
there's a type of room that you're going to clean at some point. But there's also another thing. You can only clean what's open. If there's still guests in them, you can't clean those rooms.
Knock on the door, Nine. Hey, the fuck out of here! I'm about to clean.
Yeah, so, you can't focus on, like, this particular size room if you still you're waiting for people to leave. Because that's usually what Sunday is that you're waiting for people to leave so you can clean the rooms. Unless, of course, there was some that didn't get cleaned the day before, but since it's the slow season, that usually doesn't happen. At least at the moment. So, she wanted me to focus on pool rooms, which was fine, but since none of my pool rooms were open, the only pool room that I had was open was one that she even called me about later and told me that I can't clean that room because it's under maintenance. There's a bunch of boxes, there's a bunch of stuff being replaced inside, so I took the linens out and put them out in the hallway so that way the houseman can come pick them up later. And I went to go clean other rooms that weren't pool rooms because they were the ones that were open and there weren't people inside. So, by the time our lunch rolled around, I was able to get all my rooms open, but obviously, I can't clean them like that. It takes time to clean. So, my rooms are open, and I go down for lunch, and I come back up, and by the time lunch is over, you should expect your rooms to be stripped, or at least some of your rooms to be stripped. I think I had 3 of my rooms that were stripped, but none of them were my pool room. So since I had to focus on pool rooms, I basically wasn't doing any of the rooms that were stripped. And I had let my semi-manager know that the houseman wasn't up here yet to strip the rooms. So, and she knows that I'll strip my own rooms. She should know, since she's been watching me do it for all day and not complain about it. But the fact that she is the only manager here, she should know that there's obviously someone not doing their job that is off doing something else when it's a Sunday, so it's a really busy day, so we should really be having housemen, strip the rooms, because they're housemen. Granted, I also don't know what their full job is, either. Granted.
Oh, I can tell you what the fucking houseman's job is. I did that shit for 2 days.
Yeah, because they said that, because I think I asked Kelly. Kelly told me that their job is stocking the landings, stripping the rooms, and I think they have a couple other odd jobs, or taking out the garbage, the big dumpster. But I don't know what else. I think he said that there was a couple other odd jobs. But he is actually technically,
Okay.
Huh. But, yeah, he's public space houseman, so he's not actually technically supposed to be doing that job. Did I also tell you that, when our meeting was the big meeting that I was telling you about happened?
Yeah.
When he found out that I still didn't have a name tag, Kelly was gonna go get me one. I was like, no, Kelly, not your job. If they haven't gotten me a name tag, it's obviously on them. This shouldn't be something you're doing. You shouldn't be pulling all this weight. He's like, all right, fair enough. Because he was really nice.
I did like him.
He was actually, he was doing me a couple favors. He was, like, stripping my rooms for me sometimes, because, the other guy was useless.
The one I disliked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one that, people kept thinking was you were related to.
Yeah, it's like, no, I didn't. Yeah.
But, so, sorry, my ADD is going wild.
That's cool.
So she was telling me to focus on pool rooms. I was letting her know that my rooms weren't stripped yet, which I'm obviously still stripping my rooms. So, I don't have a problem with doing that. But the problem is that, where are your housemen? Because they're obviously not doing their job if my rooms are still...
You're about dead.
I know. But, and then her response to me letting her know that her housemen were fucking gone somewhere and not doing their jobs, because there was like two of them. There was two of them. There was like a new guy, and then the other guy. And
Let's just call the other guy fuckface.
okay.
I don't like him. That seems
Oh,
like a
I don't
fitting
like him
name.
either.
Yeah. I don't think anyone there liked him.
Most of them, I think they tolerate him.
Yeah, that's what it seemed, because he's annoying as shit. He's sexist.
He is 100% sexist, and he's racist as fuck. I can't
Yeah.
tell you how many times.
Yeah, those two. Like,
Those two girls,
because those.
Mon.
Yeah, I don't remember their names, but they were some of my favorites. They
Yep.
were always really nice to me.
They were super nice,
And-
but he was always super racist towards them. He was almost all the time. He would only speak.
Yeah,
He
like.
would speak Spanish at people, and then when I say he would speak Spanish at people, he would pull together a bunch of Spanish words that were just
Like Beavis and Butthead type Spanish.
yeah, where he would just be like, "Como, cómo estás?" Blah blah blah. It wasn't even like he wasn't really talking to them in Spanish. He was just saying Spanish words to basically say that I'm speaking Spanish. I'm talking to them in their language. Blah blah blah.
Well, that or I swear to God. Yes. You said you haven't watched The Office. Really, have you?
I watched some.
So you know who Michael is.
Yes, I know who Michael is.
Have you seen his Asian character? Hing. Shows up a couple of times. He talks in broken English. Not okay at all.
Nope.
Um,
And it's not even like
I would catch fuckface doing shit like that, and it's like, that's not cool.
yeah, no, the way I hear him talking to them, you can't say that he's 100% being racist at them, but the way that he is, if you're present and, if you try to retell the story to somebody else, someone else would be like, oh no, he's just talking to them that way. That's not, racist. I'm like, you have to be present to, catch it.
Right.
To
and,
get why it's racist.
Yeah. So I 150% am on board with that whole thing, because I heard how he was speaking to them, and I was like, that's not cool.
Not to mention, there was one day where he was so bad that he hadn't gotten to any of the rooms till 3 or 4.
You want to know what I caught him doing on my second day when I was busting my ass going floor to floor because
Was
mine
it the
wasn't
roller
ready?
thing? He was
Yeah,
rollering up.
and there wasn't even anything there, and I was like,
Not to mention, if you're gonna roller a floor, you might as well just vacuum.
yeah, I was standing there like, what you doing? Oh, I'll just do this. What are you doing? Well, the rooms on my floor aren't ready yet. I took care of the ones that were, so I'm going floor to floor helping people. You have fun.
Not to mention, there are so many times where everybody's like, where is he? Where is Eric?
Oh, well.
My bad.
Well, yeah, that's his name. It helps, I like to associate him with the Eric from Billy Madison, and whenever I hear his name, mentally, I just hear Billy yelling, Eric! He is a bad, bad man! So, at least I'm getting some entertainment out of
A
this
bad
douchebag.
man.
Fuck, I want to figure out how to play Neverhood on my computer. I
Oh,
can
I
probably
know.
figure some way out.
Considering it's a game that not even a lot of people know of, because it was a PC game that didn't
Yeah,
get.
point and click.
Mhm.
I love that shit.
But
You can still do the supercharged shit.
yeah, I was just
I don't know, I like all that obscure shit though. We were talking about that
Same.
earlier. I've always been one for the underdog type shit.
But anyway, so I had told her that I don't know where he is. He's missing in action, but I'm going to continue stripping my rooms. But I would definitely love it if I could get, a housekeeper or houseman up here, so that way it's gonna get these rooms done faster. Granted, I didn't say that, but I said that he's not up here. It would be nice to have him up here. And her response was a snarky little, well, we've only got the 2 housemen, and you're just gonna have to strip your own rooms until he can get up there. And by the way, I already know that he was up there stripping your rooms, so you can't say that he wasn't up here. I'm like, that doesn't mean that I'm not still stripping my own rooms.
Yeah.
Being that you want me to focus on pool rooms. And then she came up after I messaged her to check on me, watching me still stripping my rooms and seeing all the rooms that I had gone into were, not stripped because they're all the linens are sitting out in the hallway. So, said nothing about that. Probably still didn't even check to make sure that, he was going to be somewhere to...
I think you missed a gem back there.
I probably did. Being
Red
that
one.
I don't have support.
Yeah, she has a real C next Tuesday, huh?
Oh, I know. And I was already mad at that little retort. I'm like, bruh, it should be your job to make sure, this shit's getting done. If there's only 2 housemen and he can't be everywhere, maybe you should be, helping out, help strip rooms. Because, I for sure know that you're not busy checking all these rooms because I don't think there's that many rooms to be done right now. Because you're not cleaning the rooms. We're cleaning the rooms. So I know for a fact you're not fucking doing anything right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I gotta talk to him to turn it on, don't I?
I think so, yeah.
Are you the dragon look?
But, he... Oh, wait, he turns it on later.
Yeah, when you go after the red guy.
Yep, the faster one.
Fast.
But, yeah. So... She lets me know that. And then, not very long after that, she comes up and she checks my board to see how many rooms I have done. And I am currently working on a pool room, which is one of the first pool rooms I'm able to do because I was busy opening it, and this one was super messy. But she wanted me to focus on pool rooms. This was the first pool room I opened. This is the first pool room that I started on. Otherwise, I would have done the other ones that were less messy, but she wanted me to focus on pool rooms. So I am doing so. Even though it is super messy, so it's going to take me a long time. So I'm focusing on that one, and she's watching me pull a crib out. She's watching me pull out a full-ass thing of garbage. And she's not saying anything, nothing about it, even though I just said that I would love help for a husband to be here so I could focus on cleaning
Why
and
don't you
not...
just blame him? You get that close. R2 worked for it. Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, I didn't know R2 worked for
Yeah,
Flame.
I learned that on accident one day.
Aye, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, cool, huh?
then I wouldn't have to stop running.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem, is that I stop running too early and then I gets too far. But, she came up and she was just like, I just want to reiterate that, that the pool rooms are the ones that we need to focus on. I'm like, I am currently in a pool room, so I already know that.
Oh. Now you gotta go all the way back. Might as well walk and get that gem.
Okay. But I did get a little snarky because I was getting pissed off because I was stripping these dirty rooms, because the pool rooms were basically like the family ones, and
Yeah.
they were going to be the ones that were going to be the most messy. And the fact that she was already going off on me about, how, our housemen are busy, so, you're just going to have to do it yourself. I'm like, I don't mind doing that. The fact that you got snarky about it means that you think that I have a problem with cleaning or stripping my own rooms, which is not the
Bullshit.
fucking problem.
Yeah.
The problem is that you have housemen that are obviously either fucking about and not doing their jobs because it's way past noon and they still haven't been here.
That was pretty impressive.
Wow. But, that's what my problem was that she got snarky about it.
Yeah.
And then, she came up and told me that I need to focus on pool rooms. I'm like, I'm in a pool room right now. I'm obviously focusing on pool rooms. And she's like, well, you did these other rooms that aren't pool rooms. I'm like, yeah, because they were open. I can't do rooms that aren't open or the guests are out of or aren't out of. If they're not out of there, I can't clean them. These ones I just opened not that long ago. And as you can see, this one's going to take me a while because I am pulling tons of garbage out. Like, it took up, like, everything that I was pulling out of that room took up, like, half the hallway.
Fucking Christ. You held your cool a hell of a lot better than I would have.
Yeah, like, she told me to focus on my pool rooms, and I was getting a little snippy. I was getting snippy at her. I will not say that I wasn't. But I was getting snippy at her for yelling at me for not focusing on pool rooms when, obviously, I can't clean a room. Oh, I already forgot. Forgot I can't do that one. Because that's all that's left, right? Is that the
Sergeant
penguin?
Bird.
So, I got snippy with her, and she was just like, well, you don't have to give me attitude. I'm like, I thought that would be pretty obvious that, if the pool rooms aren't open, then that would mean I would do other rooms. Unless you want me to only do pool rooms, then I will do that. I'll only do pool rooms. I won't do another fucking room. She ended up just walking away.
Yeah, because you beat her in her own argument. Because she's fucking dumb, too.
Oh, I know. She ended up texting me afterwards, telling me she needed me to do 219 because that one just popped up on her computer that one was another one that needs to be focused on. I'm like, oh my Jesus fucking Christ.
It's
Do
like,
you like the
suck a
active camera
dick.
mode?
You go clean
No,
219.
I can set it back to
Yeah, I like active mode or passive mode.
So-
I don't know what...
She ended up sending me into a fit. Like, when I say fit, I mean like, I'm so frustrated, I'm crying right now, because
Yeah.
I want to just fucking...
Overwhelmed.
I'm like frustrated, she's pushing my buttons, because she's spam messaging. Because not only when she told me about 219, she sent me a video, like she recorded her going through her computer, saying, like, showing me what rooms needed to be clean. I'm like, bro, not only was the video so blurry I couldn't see it, you don't need to show me that. That just means that you sound so sketch.
You should have just started talking shit about her phone, like, man, your phone fucking sucks, like, what kind of camera quality is this, like, and just went off on that, because, you know I like to psychoanalyze people upon the first meeting. Knowing her, that would have gotten right under her skin,
probably.
yeah. I know people like her. Yeah, fun fact, everyone, I like to psychoanalyze everyone upon meeting one, and if I don't like you, I will use anything I've picked up in your field.
Not to mention, like, she kept, I think she called me, like, a couple times, too, that day, telling me that, oh, that wasn't it. I think before she told me about 219, but after she told me that I need to focus on my pool rooms more, because she did that multiple times, but that was just the last time she did it, because she saw that she was pissing me off, or I was getting pissed off.
That she was about to get hit.
Well, I don't even think that was what she was worried about. I think she was... Because from one of her ex-coworkers, you know him, the drunkard,
Yeah.
he told me that he saw me angry once because I was getting mad at one of those that Afro kid that...
Yeah, he works at McDonald's now, I think. I'm
Oh?
pretty sure he's given me my food before.
He kept popping up and he wasn't allowed on the premises anymore because he kept loitering. But,
Begging for money.
yeah, with who wasn't his brother, because he said it wasn't his brother.
It was so fucking stupid.
But, he said that the drunkard said that he saw me get mad at him once and never wanted to see that be the face of that. And since I was actually, like, getting mad at her, like, I was giving her attitude to the point where she obviously said, you don't need to give me attitude, or you don't need to get defensive. But I've got angry face, I don't know.
Quick interjection. That dragon's name was Jason. That's gotta be a reference to Friday the 13th. Jason being at the bottom of the lake
yep.
and shit.
That must be.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I didn't either till just now. I was like, I gotta bring this up, otherwise I'm gonna
Forget about it, yeah.
Alright.
But, so she ended up coming back to let me know that I needed to clean my rooms better. because I need to focus on vacuuming better. I'm like, bruh, you're watching me vacuum. I'm obviously vacuuming. So, you can't tell me to, you know, clean these rooms faster or focus on these rooms faster and vacuum better. And then she was like, but you also need to focus on your mirrors. I'm like, and this was one thing that I had brought up in a meeting beforehand, is that the mirrors are really hard to do because we only have like these rags that are
They don't
like,
give you guys shit for those.
they're stained linens is basically
Yeah.
they're stained towels, and you're using towels, and I don't even know what what chemical we're using to clean these mirrors, but
Chemical X.
it's not great. It leaves smudges so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. And it doesn't even matter what I use. It still leaves a smudge. Like, even when I was using microfiber cloths that I had to, like, you know, I think I seen someone that had 5 of them. I ended up stealing just one so I could do mirrors a little bit better.
One.
And granted, it helped a little bit, but, like, obviously, it still left smudges. So I told her that I don't have those microfiber cloths to do the mirrors as well. Like, I'm cleaning them, but it's gonna leave the smudges because I don't have the microfiber cloths. She comes up to me, or she tells me that I could use those, like, the paper towels that you get on for washing your hands. You could use just paper towels. And I'm like,
holiday, but that is ridiculous. You would have had to walk so far out of
Yeah.
your way to go get those.
I'm like, bruh, you want me to constantly go get paper towels, even though, like, I'm constantly having to watch for towels in general, since, you know, I didn't start off with any towels that day. Because she wasn't getting me towels. Actually, no, I lied. She did bring me towels once, which she had to steal from somebody else.
Yeah, there are never fucking enough resources to go around there.
Well, I mean, there's also, like, some people that work in the laundry room. Some people, not all of them. There's some of them that work really hard. They work too hard, actually. There's a couple of them that, like, I swear, they just sit on their phone the entire time and they're in there. And they don't
bitch
actually...
at new people for no reason.
She's one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
The other one's just sitting there talking on his phone the entire day.
I know who you're talking about, yeah. He was entertaining to me, but that's only because, like, I didn't need anything from the laundry room. I was kind of just roaming for a bit. So, like, well, fuck, that's some entertainment.
Yeah, so... So I was just like, I was getting super frustrated with that. And I was like, I didn't know you could even use paper towels to clean the mirrors. And she's like, well, you could have asked. I was like,
Who the fuck is gonna think of that unless they've done it before?
yeah. And I'm just like, okay. This would have been where the training would have come in handy.
Hey guys, you want a fun activity to do? Go review bomb Delta at Marriott in the Fargo, North Dakota location. Do it. Say that it's fucking awful. It's trash.
I mean, they already have really bad reviews.
I know.
Because
And it's supposed to be one of the classier hotels in Fargo, too. You want further details, I can provide them in Discord on who to call out.
no, it's alright. They've already got bad enough reviews. I don't need... Because the people that are going to get drugged down aren't going to be... It's going to be housekeeping. It's not going to be the actual people that deserve the punishment.
Name these actual people. Like, you want names, I'll fucking give you names in Discord, you guys. Let's fuck these people up. Mainly because, they didn't do anything to, like, royally piss me off, but...
But yeah, no, like, I ended up getting so mad that the fact that she was telling me I wasn't doing a good job, and then talking about the fact that, like, I should know this, but yet I didn't ask. That one set me off. I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I've already put my 2 weeks in. This is it for me. And I was like, you know what? I decided I was going to finish cleaning the rest of the rooms, or at least most of them. I had called my ride because my car is currently she's on the fritz. She didn't like this weather.
She's dying.
She didn't like this winter weather. So until spring comes around,
Car got COVID.
I'm just gonna let her sit.
Car got that Rona. My Corona.
She got the cough.
fuck away from me, dumbass shark.
But
Look like you're straight out of James on the Giant Peach, you little bitch.
a little bit, yeah. I never even thought about that. I forgot that was a
Fucking
mechanical
love that
short.
movie.
Oh, I know you did. Wasn't it the spider one of your favorites?
It could have been, which is weird because as a kid I was fucking terrified of spiders.
Well, I mean, it's probably partly due to the fact that what was it? That Grimm movie where the spider comes out of the person's
Yeah.
mouth
That's the first
and
time Little
like just enraptures the kid in that silk or the
Wait,
spider
hold
butt
on,
silk.
hold on. Please what?
What?
I don't know, I just saw please. You gotta be more specific than that.
Maybe he's talking about the fact that we keep changing the subject.
Just finish the fucking story!
Oh, the name's on Discord. But
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that later.
But, so after I finished, like, I think most of my rooms, I only had, like, one more room that needed to be done. Because I wasn't gonna leave that for the other housekeepers to do, because it would have been very unfair. Because there's no way she would have picked up the slack. No way. She would
Yeah.
never pick up the slack.
And that is why we are going to call her out specifically, gang.
So, after I left... Oh, I should probably also be more specific. Once I finished the room, my last room that I was doing for that day, I pushed my cart that has all my linens and stuff typically off to the side where someone could easily see it or find it. And we, as housekeepers, we get a list with the numbers, the room numbers that need to be cleaned on our
Numbers.
board.
What do they mean?
I just took that list, I flipped the paper over where it was just clean, and I wrote "I quit" on the back of it, and I left it on my cart and figured if whoever found it would figure it out. So, because on that piece of paper it has my name on it specifying that these are my rooms to clean for the day. Or to clean until a specific time, or until our quitting time. So, I left, and I felt kind of bad because I wanted to say bye to a couple of people, and I'm sure you know which ones
Yeah.
I would have wished to say bye to.
I know who the good ones are.
Yeah, and I felt bad that I didn't get to say bye to some of them because I liked quite a bit of them. But I think it wasn't until like much later, like 7, almost 8 p.m. I got a call from one of the housekeepers that I did have her numbers because she used to be a manager, but she requested to be demoted or she didn't want to be a manager anymore. I don't really know what the whole story is, if she is still a manager or she's not.
I know she was trying to get out of it when I was there.
Yeah, I believe she finally did get out of it.
Good for her.
But
She was a good one.
she was. She ended up calling me because she was really concerned because she thought that she had done something. Because Alex, and to be honest, I thought that she was going to be gone because she tends to leave early on the weekends.
Yep.
So I thought she wasn't even going to be the one that finds the note because she tends to leave early and leave someone else to check her rooms for her or do her job for her, finish it up. So I was like, I'm going to laugh, or I'm going to be mad if she's not even the one that finds the note. But the ex-manager girl had called me and she let me know that she did in fact find it. But she went over and drilled her about it, saying that it was her fault that I left. Because she was on the same floor as I was and should have been checking in on me, making sure I wasn't getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And I was just like, geez, oh my god, who does that?
My plan worked. That dumb octopus dropped the gem.
And then, I had told her the story, and she's like, oh yeah, no, that's happened before. She made another girl do that before, too. I was like, oh wow, okay. So I had asked her the whole story of what happened, and she told me that the girl that was making me mad had, found my note, and then she tried to go over to the ex-manager and grill her about it, but since she didn't know anything, she was like, I don't know, I was over here doing my job.
Yeah.
So then,
Keep telling your story. I will be right back.
okay, do you want me to leave?
Yeah, go ahead. Do another level.
She ended up trying to put the blame on her, or at least make her feel like it was her fault, which I felt horrible about. And then, as soon as I got that story, it had been, I want to say, another day. Another day went by, and then I got another call, and this was instead by one of our corporate managers, someone who they sent in from, like, out of state. They sent a guy in from out of state to help manage the place because the place has kind of gone into ruin, I guess. So, they...
Do you like the active camera?
Yeah, stop.
Okay, I won't.
Why do you keep freaking me out? You're supposed to only do it once. Oh, quick. But I ended up getting a call from our corporate manager because he wanted to know the story. Granted, I was a bit nervous because I ended up missing his call, so I ended up calling him back. I was a bit nervous to talk to him, not because he was mean or anything, but just because he is a corporate guy, and I don't know how, I wasn't sure how understanding he would be, but I ended up telling him the story. Or actually, sorry, I had asked him what he knew of the story. I was just telling them about, when okay, so the corporate guy told me the story he had heard from Mike, who wasn't even there that day. And, oh shit.
No, you're good.
And the other girl, the girl that pissed me off, he had heard the story from them, and he even emphasized that that the big dude who was gone that day told him the story too, even though he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't have any part in the story because he was not present. So he's already trying to cover for her again.
Yeah.
Because in the meeting he also covered for her. Because in the meeting he had said that she tries to take on the managerial task because he's putting it on her. Not because she's got fucking big head. She's got... She thinks she's more powerful than she is. But,
No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
So, our out-of-state managerial dude,
I reckon you'd be one of them dragons then.
he told me that their story was, or the reason I left or I quit, was because, people were stealing off of my cart.
All of a sudden you left.
And as soon as he said that, I was like, no, false. Nobody had taken anything from my cart that day. Not a single person. If anything, I didn't have anything for anybody to steal on my cart because my cart was empty to begin with, because when I left the day before, there was nothing I could put on my cart, so I couldn't stock it. So I waited till Sunday morning to try and stock it, thinking that night shift would, have more stuff, since laundry, there's supposed to be someone in night shift. It was still empty, so I didn't have anything to restock my cart with anyway. And he's like, oh, okay. I didn't know that was an issue in laundry. I was like, yeah, it's pretty typical that our Sundays is empty in laundry, because, and I'm sure you'll figure it out why.
Yeah.
And, he was just like, oh, okay. And, I told him the whole story, basically, as I just told you. And he's like, oh. I think he stopped me after, I told him the bit about the pool room, for bugging me about the pool rooms. And he was just like, he's like, hold on. So, just to get this straight, she was drilling you about the pool rooms and basically getting overly aggressive about doing this task, even though she didn't need to. I was like, yes, that's pretty much it, what she was doing. And, it was overwhelming me and getting me very frustrated. And he's like, that is fair. That is very fair. I'm like, okay, this is nice. Nice to know that he understands. And he then told me that he'd been working with her to try and get her to change her attitude, but I guess it wasn't working or hadn't worked just yet. But
Welcome back.
He said that he was going to continue to try and make this better, and then I told him, that's when I think I told him about the rest of the bit, about the cleaning the mirrors, how it's hard to do, and how she told me to go then grab materials that, you know, aren't reusable, that is just more garbage that I would have to deal with in the end, or, you know, the fact that I would have to constantly go get it from somewhere else because I can't, you know, keep a paper towel dispenser on my cart. And he's like, no, that sounds a bit ridiculous. Yeah, no, that sounds a bit ridiculous. I'm like, yeah. So that one, all of that put together is what pushed me towards the edge, and I was just done. He ended up telling me that he was very sad to see me quit like that and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah.
Fucking better be.
And then he tried to offer me the job back, and I was like, well, to be honest, I had already put my 2 weeks in before then. Like, I only had a week left, and that just pushed me to my last straw and made me not want to work there for the rest of the week. And he's like, oh, I didn't know you only had a week left. And I was like, yeah, I had told, like, the person I had given my notice to, I had let them know that I don't really want my notice to be out in the open, or I want it to be as hush as possible, just because I wasn't really up for a debate about whether I wanted to.
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, because that's usually whenever someone gives their 2 weeks notice and everybody knows about it, it's constantly just,
oh yeah,
I want you to stay, so you should stay for this reason, or we'll do this to make you stay. I'm like,
it's
you know,
great if you need a fucking ego boost.
Well, it was really nice that he tried to offer me my job back. He said I'm rehirable he said he put in the paperwork that I'm rehirable. I'm like, oh, that's nice, but I'd have to want to come back.
Yeah.
But after this experience, not so much.
I should just stop by there and bully her. Like, also, where's my fucking money you guys owe me?
I mean, to be honest, they might have thrown it out because they can only keep the check for so long.
I know. And if that's the case, that opens up a whole new can of worms for them. So they never tried to get a hold of me. Granted, I didn't contact them either, because...
Well, I mean...
they were dead to me. But I got fed up with that place a lot quicker anyway.
Well,
like, it took...
the fact that it only lasted you 2 days and you were already fed up, I was like, you know what? I think part of the problem was that when he's hiring people, he's so desperate. He acts so desperate, like he needs the help. And then as soon as he has you, he basically just starts treating people like shit.
But, like, I didn't even feel like I was treated poorly myself.
Well,
I didn't have enough to do. It goes back to that training thing. I was misled about...
how much there is to do.
Right, about, like, what my duties were.
Because I'm pretty sure there was a lot more for you to do, because I do know that there is quite a bit for the houseman to do, because it can't be just stripping rooms, because you'd be bored all day. But since you didn't actually get any training as to
Damn
what
straight.
all of your duties would be throughout the day, you want to know something funny too?
Yeah.
Before I ended the call with the
cool guy?
Yep. I had let him know that if he wants to continue, if he wants to stop the people leaving bit, it'd probably be best if he really focused on the training bit. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, no, hold on. Because just the other day, or just the last couple of days that I worked, not only did I witness our new guy get trained for like 2-3 hours. 2-3 hours, and he got left alone. He got lost on the elevator.
No fucking way.
Yeah, he got lost on the elevator. He was just like, and I was working in laundry that day, because there was so much laundry that needed to be done, because there was particular people that, I don't know what they do all day, but they're not
Probably
doing
math.
anything. But,
Wait, hold on. How does one get lost on the elevator?
I don't know.
Was he high?
I don't know. He told me he's trying to get to second floor. And I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
honey, you're on second floor. This is second floor. He's like, oh, I must be trying to go to third then. I'm like, that could be highly possible. So I don't think he was lost as to like,
Math is hard.
I just think he was just overwhelmed and like confused. Cause he was with,
Who?
the guy that hired us.
Oh.
That was who was training him.
Fucking A.
For the 2 hours.
Okay, well, he's not gonna learn anything.
No,
then.
he didn't learn anything.
Fucking moron doesn't know how to do jack shit.
Nope. That's who he was with for the 2 hours. If it was 2 hours. It might have just been an hour.
Fucking A.
And then he was left. Left. All by himself.
Checks out, yeah.
Yeah. So, he... Not only was he only get training, or did he get training for a couple of hours that day, the next day, I don't remember if I said his name, but the guy we both liked, the other guy.
Yeah, you said his name.
Oh, I did? Okay. Kelly ended up taking over and training him for the entire day. He trained him for the entire day, so he...
Must be nice.
Yeah. Because it was a not weekend day, I think it was. Okay. So he wasn't as busy.
Never forget how to control a character
Fair then.
And I think they also had the other guy we don't know who the fuck is.
Oh.
Granted, I'm pretty sure I said his name. But...
Yeah, because we are, well, I brought up Billy Madison for a comparison.
But, he...
Just hold down the left stick.
Yeah.
You can lead the way, Sheila.
But I had let him know that not only did our new member only get training for like a couple of days.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't even forget about that bit. I got the other one. Not only was our new member like alone on his first day after only getting a couple hours training, and it wasn't even with another houseman. It was with the manager guy. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, and that's not the only thing that I saw either. We also have like a guy that just got hired, just freshly new. Like I seen his first day. He was getting trained. Our freshly new guy was getting trained by the guy that got lost on the elevator. And I'm like, bro, that new guy's only been here a couple of days, and you're having him train the newest recruit.
He's all like, "Hey man, you gotta be real careful on these elevators. You'll get lost, man."
Yeah.
Like, you think you're on floor 2 and you're trying to get to 3, and it's awful.
Also, remember, floor 2, it doesn't look like it's the floor because it's the laundry room. You have to go through the laundry room to get to the rest of the room.
Yeah, floor 2 is fucking weird. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But, yeah. So, and I was just like, so you might want to watch that because, you're not going to keep people if you're having the newest person trained a newer person.
Villa? Shut up. But yeah. Might as well go finish up that villa.
So, there was that. And he was just like, oh, I didn't know that. I was like, yeah. I'm going to tell you that right now, that you might want to make sure that you're getting people properly trained. Because when I had mentioned the training, he was like talking about like all around people. Because during one of our meetings, like the meeting that I talked to you about, the one that I scheduled.
Yeah, the one where you fucked, you know what, fuck it, I'm not even concerned about names. Where you fucked Mike over.
Yeah, no, because
we're not giving last names. Yeah. Like, there are so many people named Mike and all these other names. Because it was only an hour meeting, the first half hour was him just getting yelled at or him taking the blame for all of Alex's mistakes. That was the first half hour. Probably fucking Alex, and that's why she gets special treatment.
I mean, she doesn't have a boyfriend, and he is a divorcee.
Yeah, because that whole prostitute thing that I'm very suspicious of.
So,
Did you go over there?
Yes, I did. Okay. The only one that's left is right there.
That's what I thought.
Because I went over there to go get my last 3. Because that's what I wanted, that skill point. So... God. Oh, the meeting. So I had let them know during the meeting that their training was shipped. And then, Mike got told by our, like, big manager dude that he needs to start taking notes because, this is good shit. This is good shit. He should be really paying attention because if they're not getting trained properly, they're gonna leave faster.
Yeah. Well, quicker than what, 2 days?
Yeah. But, so, what else is there?
So are we all just gonna review bomb them now? Like,
Well, I mean, you guys don't need to do that. They already have bad enough reviews.
yeah,
And-
I know, but you know how I am with
Yeah.
my writing. I get real fucking creative with it. Like, okay, how can I make these guys feel like shit about their hotel?
But, and Marquise, damn.
There are so many like, there is not a single individual name in the world. And you know what? Fuck it. If any of them hear this, good.
Marquise was actually doing his job really well. Like, he was actually trying to make it a better place. I actually feel bad because he has to try
watched
and
it.
make this better without a team that is actually trying to make it better. They just wanted, because, Mike had set the guideline for it to be, like, just slack off, guys. Slack off as much as possible, get these rooms cleaned to, as fast as possible. I don't care if they're, like, still got condoms in it or not. Because that was
That
one
was
of the...
my final room I cleaned.
That was one of the latest complaints that they got. That was because that's when we started having to clean our rooms better and spend longer in our rooms.
Yeah.
Because someone had found a child that was staying in one of the rooms found a used condom.
No fucking way.
Yep. And they ended up having to give them a free room, which I mean, obviously.
What's this pure milk in there? Jimmy, no! Put the Jimmy down!
And what's funny is that Alex, when that part had gotten brought up, Alex is like, yeah, if I had found that, I would be furious. I'm like, bro, you're the one checking the rooms. You're the ones that should have found
Alex,
it.
you would have only been mad because you don't believe in condoms, more than likely. In fact, that's probably how you were made. Your parents didn't believe in them either.
But I digress.
I don't know, I'm having a field day ripping into these people.
I mean, to
and,
be
like,
honest-
it's very light, too, so...
Jesus Christ, like, I got my fill during that meeting. Because I wasn't the only one ripping into him. Because, granted, I was the one that started it. But, once I started it, a couple other people started joining in.
Good.
And then, they ended up drifting towards each other, because, I don't know if you met her, but she was the...
Ooh.
She was the one that had autism. I don't know if you know her. She had short hair. She wore these knee-high boots all the time.
I don't fucking remember. I don't think I did.
She was part-time. She was going
Yeah,
to
I
school.
doubt I did then.
But she started directing it towards the other house girls because they're stealing off her cart. She doesn't like that, even though she's only part-time. So the fact that she's stocking her cart when she's not going to be there every day, and we've already got limited stuff as is. So I don't know why. I think so.
Ah, I was hoping for like a really cool balance.
Oh, excuse me. God, I'm trying to remember why I brought up the meeting and everyone was ringing in.
He's a piece of fucking shit.
No, because it was about training. Oh, I remember now. So after he started getting reamed into about the training and whatever, I had also brought up the fact that if it were not for the fact that I've had prior experience, I wouldn't be doing well. Blah 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 blah. And I said something, and his response to that was, "Well, everyone else around here has had the same training that you've had." And I'm like, "Yeah, that doesn't make it any better, Mike. In fact, that makes it worse that everyone here has had the exact same training as I have had. And I, someone who's already had prior experience, am not 100% confident in what I'm doing." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fair." I immediately shut him down. I was like, "Fuck yeah."
Wait, yeah, good.
And then, the Marquise guy, he had said that he's working on making sure we get proper training, because he had already done a meeting where he did videos with us. Granted, he had issues with it loading because their system was shit.
Yeah.
But and I felt really upset by that because I ended up missing like a good half of them because he couldn't get it to load, so they sent us to lunch and then called us back, but they had started the videos without us because he didn't want to risk it going down again. I was like, God damn, guys! Like, I don't know what you wanted me to do. I'm the one that wants this fucking training, and I'm missing it because you guys can't get your own system to work. Like, I understand, like, that's not 100% your fault, but like, get your guys' shit together.
Can't
Jesus
do anything
Christ!
in this one yet. Can't do anything in this
Oh,
one
that's
yet.
right. It's the bird.
Yeah.
I forgot it's the bird.
It's okay. I thought about going to this one too. I was like, oh, nope, not quite.
Yep. No, I have to go to the
World 2.
What are they, otters? The sea lions?
Yeah. Well,
They're not otters.
yeah, there's sea lions. Yeah, you gotta go to that one. Quickest level ever.
I did it! There should be an achievement for not killing people.
Crash Bandicoot 2. I think it's for the blue gem. You have to beat the entire first level without breaking a box. And it is a bitch to do. Because there is a jump that is very easy to fuck up and you'll wind up breaking a box. So,
Oh, yeah.
like, that's a lot of fun. I did that on my full playthrough. That was, like, well before the end where I was getting really tired and frustrated.
Does anyone ever get, like, a point where, like, your nose is warming up? So now it starts, like, it gets itchy, but it's like a hot.
Yeah,
Your
I've
nose
had
is
that
getting
happen before.
hot, itchy.
You amputate it, you don't have to worry about it. You'll
Become
maybe...
Voldemort.
Yeah,
From the,
you're gonna learn how to do, like, all these killing curses and shit. It's real cool. Check this out.
Are you excited for the new game that they have coming out?
Yeah, despite all the controversy, I'm probably still gonna play it.
I mean, to be honest, they've all, from what I have heard, a lot of people, even though there's a lot of people that are big fans of Harry Potter, and like it got them out of like hard times, and it's the same people with the controversy about it and stuff like that. And even though it is going to still give her money, like, it doesn't really matter. She's still rich no matter what happens.
Right, like, I don't give...
At the end of the day, she's still getting the money.
I don't give a flying fuck about her at all. I don't agree with her at all, but you know what? That's her opinion. Probably can't sway it. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep thinking she's dumb. However, these people that developed and designed this game, they deserve to fucking have their work checked out, because, like, making a game, especially nowadays, is a lot of fucking work, and they put a lot of time into this, and
it's kind of like doing movies. Movies, most people can't even make movies anymore because they can't make enough to actually make profit off of it, because it takes too much
you know what
budget.
This all boils down to? Separating the art from the artist. That is all it is. Yeah, it kind of is a lose-lose situation.
Like, the way I see it, she's already rich from Harry Potter. We already filled her pockets.
I'm going to keep watching the goddamn Harry Potter films, like the core ones, not that Fantastic
Well, it's not
Beasts
even the
bullshit,
like the
but-
movies she's.
And then the books and the Legos, the fucking Legos, you guys.
It's all of it. All of it. She's like, just Disneyland is probably giving her tons of money.
That's those Universal she was with.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
It's one of the things. Because I know that a lot of her, a lot of her stuff is probably just coming from
Just royalties.
Yeah.
Did you hear that there is allegedly a reboot in the works of the Harry Potter franchise? And I am not looking forward to that. I am not okay with them fucking with my childhood.
What would be the what are they telling?
They're just
telling his story.
Same shit, just different actors and shit.
What?
Like how they rebooted Lord of the Rings with Amazon series.
It's kind of like when they tried to do Mummy with what was it? Tom Cruise.
Yeah. with Lestat.
Yeah.
A vampire can't be in a mummy movie, damn it. Yeah, I'm not okay with that. I get it. It's for a new generation. Fuck that generation, damn
Why
it.
can't they watch the one that already exists?
Look.
Especially since that's not even that old.
Look. Not so much anymore, because I've got a piss poor attention span. We'll watch movies from, like, the 70s and 80s still, and they're fucking great. Like, you don't have to fucking revamp something to make it worthwhile. Well, yeah, TV show reboot.
But those are, like,
I
usually,
guess.
like, older.
If they put it on HBO Max, that might be cool. Okay. Quick breakdown on why I think that could work. Main reason why I'm against it, the casting was fucking perfect for the series. Like, you're not gonna get another fucking Alan Rickman, no sir. Daniel Radcliffe, he's fucking Harry Potter. Everyone else I don't really give a shit about,
Like,
but those
also,
two.
Also, the girl that played Hermione, they basically...
Emma Watson?
Mhm.
Yeah, she's good too.
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
She basically... I think she ended up saying that she ended up becoming that character so much that, well, obviously she was having a hard time getting new roles simply because people knew her.
Typecast.
Wow, I can't believe I survived that blast.
I do think, like, if they do a TV show...
Nice and safe in my pocket.
Exactly. Okay, well, you brought up what I was going to bring up. Peeves. He was supposed to be in the first one, actually. The guy that plays Drop Dead Fred was supposed to play him, and all of his shit got cut. The second one, I would... And a lot of people are probably going to think this is dumb. I like the idea of Nearly Headless Nick's Death Day party. I thought that was cool as shit. The third one, I think they changed some stuff with Hogsmeade. I haven't read this shit since I was in elementary school.
To be honest, I've never actually read the books because...
You've got to read, like, especially 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4 cuts out a lot of shit with the Triwizard Tournament. 5 is, like, a different... Like, it's the same horror story, but they changed so much. Like, the 5th book and the 5th movie are my favorite books and movies in that franchise, which is controversial, but I like them, damn it. And then, like, there is a lot of shit that gets cut out, like, especially as you go on more and more. Like, I know in Order of the Phoenix in the book, you go to, what is it, St. Mungo's? The Wizard Hospital, and you see Neville's parents again. You see Gilderoy Lockhart again. And it's so fucking cool.
Well, to be honest, it's almost a staple at this point that they're gonna cut shit out of from the book to the film. Because, you've seen The Witcher, right? Or heard about The Witcher?
I know what The Witcher is, I don't care to watch it.
Because, the Gerald, and I'm sure everybody here knows the story, but, Gerald was pissed because he's a big fan of The Witcher. So he got pissed that they were going too far from the story of the original story, to the fact that he started protesting and trying to work with the writers to make sure that we stayed on track with the story. But yet, I don't remember if it was he got cut or he just quit, or they were hassling him too much, so he ended up quitting. Hell, but the fact that I would love it if people just started staying towards the
source material, but, like, it's just a staple at this point that's just a typical thing that writers do. So until they actually start forcing the writers to stick with what they need are
the source material instead of, like, you know, putting their own creative, like, I understand putting your own twist on stuff, but, like,
fuck it, just bring Devin and I to Hollywood. We'll take care of all this shit. We'll take care of this shit, damn it.
what? I'm missing one.
You know what I would like to see? If they're gonna reboot Harry Potter, you guys, do you remember, like, the old school animated Lord of the Rings and Hobbit and shit?
Oh,
like
the one
the cartoons?
where the one where Smeagol looked like a toad?
Yeah, I know the Hobbit's on HBO Max, I think, but, like, that kind of animation, old school animation, give me that with Harry Potter. I fucking love traditional animation.
Did you know that some of those animations the reason that they were the way they were because they would use theater actors as
Motion capture, yeah.
Yep, they would use them as either reference art, so that way they could, use them as. So, like, the reason that they're all like they move
Yeah.
the way that they do is because that's the way that theater actors move when they.
Fucking love theater actors. They're so fucking expressive and dynamic with everything.
They have to be.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And that's
it's
why
theater.
that's why the movies, when they are derived from that's why they move the way
Yeah.
they do. Like,
Yeah, you're 100%.
like,
Yeah. Now, do you want to do the speedway or do you want to do the boss? Your choice. All right. But I think my main gripe with the Harry Potter reboot, going along with the whole, I don't think that they're gonna find better actors and actresses. I'm an American and I'm set in my ways, damn it. I don't like change and I don't have to. There is a whole speech on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia on about how Matt is dug into his ways.
I mean,
But-
there's also going to be the fact that, like, even though someone can try, like, some people are good with change, and that's fine. But there's gonna be the people that aren't good with change, and they're gonna constantly compare these good actors that can be playing these roles as the characters we already know and love very well, who you're always going to compare them to the old actors.
Exactly.
Which isn't fair to them, because while they're playing the characters in a different way, or the way that they perceive the character, they're always going to get compared to the old character.
Okay, think of it this way. Has everyone seen the movie Elf with Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
I don't care for it myself, but I have seen it. Remember how when he was so excited to go see Santa at the mall?
Santa!
And he's like, "You're not Santa." And he gets into that whole debate with him. That's how I would be with these actors and actresses. Pretty much like, "You're not me." What? Yes, I have. No, you're not. And like that's just how my mindset would be. And like, I'll be the first one to admit that's wrong, because like you said, they do deserve a fair shot. Am I gonna be the one to give them that? Fuck no. I am bitter about my childhood being replaced, god damn it. And I am very attached to my past, even if I like to think otherwise occasionally. That is all nostalgic shit for me, damn it.
I mean, as long as the actors who go into it know that they're going to be compared to the other actors and they're okay with it. But, like, past that, it's unavoidable. There's gonna be people that do that.
Come on.
And even people who are probably okay with the change, they're still gonna, like, in the back of their mind, compare them to the old actor.
No, if they're gonna reboot a franchise, something I would like to see is, this is gonna sound fucking dumb to a lot of you, but I read almost all these books between 4th and 5th grade.
Oh, I bet you I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wizard of Oz?
Actually, nope. I thought I was thinking something else.
What were you thinking?
Actually, I think they did they did a television of this one, the Unfortunate Events.
Yeah,
A series
yeah.
of unfortunate events.
Season 1 dropped when I was living with you way back when.
Bro,
On Netflix.
I forgot about that. Because even though the movie did play very well, I feel like
The TV show was better, but yeah, the movie was good
the
too.
movie was good.
Jim
it
Carrey
just-
was a good Olaf.
He really was.
I fucking love Jim Carrey.
He plays an eccentric bad guy very well.
Yeah, fuck, look at his portrayal of Dr. Robotnik.
You know what? I've only seen clips, and they said that most of that was
Him ad-libbing,
Yeah.
I think, yeah. He is a national treasure. Him and Robin Williams, but one of them is dead. One of these things is not like the others. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I remember now. I was gonna say I had some bullshit. But Wizard of Oz. First of all, I hate the fucking movie with Judy Garland with a passion. Like, I hate that film.
Which one?
The original film with Judy Garland. Like, the one that everyone knows. I love Return to Oz.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Return
I
to
always
Oz is
thought
one
it
of my
was weird
favorites.
that she was playing a child. Granted,
that's-
she got typecast a lot as doing childlike and like you.
What, Return to Oz? Because Judy Garland, they upped Dorothy's age a bit, because Dorothy is a child in the book.
Oh, I thought they had made her. I thought she was playing a child. I don't think I didn't know that she was. They had upped her age.
Yeah, I think they upped her age a bit. Return to Oz is much closer
To the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The books are a hell of a lot darker than.
I already knew that the Oz books were supposed to be darker. Yep.
The books are fucking cool though. Like, there's so much shit. And I think there are a few that are non-canon that I read when I was really young. Alright, Hunter, where's your bitch ass at? But I would like to see that get a TV series. Because, like, each season could be a different book, and there's so many different characters. Or, like, another series, and Hollywood gave up on this pretty fucking quick. Chronicles of Narnia, that'd be one hell of a TV series. I read almost all those books. I think I gave up on the last one because I got a little too old for it.
Look out, sheep! Here I come!
I mean, to be honest, I ended up getting the series of unfortunate events series from you. Like, I think I got most of
them.
the, because I ended up finding the rest of them at like that bookstore that you always take us to.
After this book?
I ended up finding the rest of them.
Oh,
with-
you little fucker.
I ended up going with Haley once because she wanted to go and look. I ended up buying her a ton of books, and I ended up finding the rest of the series of unfortunate events, the ones I was missing, the last bit. I tried, because I remember I had read either the first 3 books, or at least the first couple. I know I read the first one. But, I remembered it was really good. I also really loved the fact that, was it Lemony Snicket?
Yeah, let me think it.
I love the way he told the story.
Yeah.
I love that he was just like, it felt like he was part of the audience, or like he was talking to the audience personally, and it wasn't just like a. No, you're fine.
I'm listening still.
But yeah, no, like I love the way he told the story. I have a hard time. What?
Yeah.
Looks like look out, sheep!
I get so distracted so easily. Unless, like, the book pulls me in. Like, romance books do that to me all the time.
Ah, smut.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it.
Also, like, words are really difficult for me sometimes. Sometimes I need a good picture to look at.
Right, so it sounds like you're just reading the articles, right?
Yeah, just the articles. I'm there for the story.
Fucking A. Yeah, no, I think that'd be another good series. I don't like Netflix at all, really. Like, they've got a couple good series that I will forever champion, like BoJack Horseman, specifically. But
God, I was just watching something where they were talking about the guy that plays BoJack.
Will Arnett,
I don't know names.
yeah, he's also in Arrested Development. Job. And his mother, after saying, "I love all my children equally,"
The squad leader has
cut to earlier
his
that day.
egg.
No, I don't really care for Job. What kind of name is Hater for a drink? That's fucking dumb. Alright, well, we're done with this level.
Maybe his middle name's Tot.
Spud.
Spud. Spud Life.
Yeah. I've been keeping up with being responsive.
I keep forgetting this exists. I'll see you look over, or like I'll see you change the subject. I'm like, oh yeah, this is right here for me to look at.
Yeah.
I'm like, never mind, I don't want to read that.
That's fine. Like,
I'm sorry, chat, but I'm blatantly ignoring you.
that's right. I'm all you've got.
This is technically his channel.
Fear.
He gets to respond to you. You just get to listen to my stories.
You guys aren't my fucking problem.
You get to sit here and you get to listen. I'm the one with the microphone.
Little bit of wedding singer.
You will listen to everything I have to say.
You know, I didn't watch that movie till I was in 12th grade.
I don't even remember how old I was when I watched that fucking movie.
I remember my dad saying how good it was, and I was like, yeah, whatever, what the fuck do you know? Like, good my ass, what do you know?
Oh, I love that
And,
movie.
yeah, like, I came out of my room, and I was like, hey, you were fucking right. About what? Wedding singer, kicks ass. What did I tell you? Yeah, I know, sometimes you know what you're talking about. I've gotta give you shit.
Did I ever tell you that Haley has watched so much? She was talking to me about it the last time she was here. She ended up watching so much Adam Sandler movies that, like, throughout her day, she will just sit there and quote it. Like, I think there was one time she was with her boyfriend, and she was just quoting "Back to school, back to school, back to school to prove to dad that I am not a fool."
Yeah.
And she was just singing this song. Just normal level, not like super loud, but not super quiet either, just normal talking level.
At a medium pace.
Her boyfriend is just pacing behind her. She's not even singing this at him. She's just out, just nonchalantly, just da-da-da.
Doing her usual business.
And her boyfriend has witnessed this many times, and she's just like,
What the devil?
and she turns around, she's like, you know that movie, right? And he's like, I have no idea what that movie is. And she's like, it's an Adam Sandler movie, you know? And he's like, I haven't watched a lot of those, babe. And he's like, so you've just been listening me sing this fucking song and just like, yeah, this is Haley. Yeah, this is her. This is her singing a song.
Oh, fucking A.
This is her singing a little lullaby.
No worries though.
I rewatched 8 Crazy Nights recently.
I actually have it on YouTube because apparently you can buy it on there.
Oh, I bought it on Voodoo. It was on sale. I liked it more than I remembered.
Oh, I love that fucking movie. I love Whitey.
It's got really fucking good animation considering it's an Adam Sandler film. Holy fuck. He didn't have to try that hard with it.
I mean,
Well,
to be
I'm sure,
honest,
like,
he probably
Dallas.
doesn't have to try that hard to begin with, but
Well,
like,
he doesn't. Have you seen Grown Ups 1 or 2? Like,
I mean,
they
as of
fucking
recently,
blow.
but that's probably because he's getting up in age, so he's already got. Granted, I did like Grown Ups.
I liked it the first time I saw it. Before, Punch Drunk Love is a really good Adam Sandler film.
I don't think I watched that one.
The drama. He's really fucking good. I had heard good things, and I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. It's Adam Sandler. He can't take drama. What are you talking about? That's probably my 3rd favorite film.
I mean, to be honest, I've felt the same way about shit. Hi.
Gonna take a sharp turn.
Yeah.
Big Daddy is my favorite one.
Oh, I love Big Daddy.
Little Nicky
I wipe
is-
my own ass.
Then Little Nicky is a close
Shit.
second because that I like the whole idea of that one. I really like Nicky as a character.
The deep though.
I identify with Nicky. Mainly because my name is Nick. But
I think the one reason I really liked that movie was because Little Nicky had like a mean ass little brother or older brother, and I had Dylan.
yeah.
Dylan and I would not get along like ever while we were growing up.
Oh.
Granted, we still kind of don't, but like
The hell is a lot better.
It's we're on
Less murderous now.
We're on equal terms of we don't have any interest of. Your interest does not interest me, and my interest does not interest him. So we really don't talk about each other's interests, even though Dylan doesn't seem to
Oh, see.
understand that rule entirely. But it's Dylan. I just let him gab on, because He's got jabberjaws.
He and Devin almost had a lengthy discussion about Prince, but Devin decided to let it go. And I wasn't there for that.
To be honest,
heard
Dylan's
it
kind
from
of...
both them.
He's very set in his ways. He's like an old man. He's got old man syndrome where...
I think it's funny as hell. Mainly because, he knows that, like, that arguing with me is a bad idea for, like, anyone involved. It is a horrible idea.
Yeah, because you don't give up.
No.
Dylan, he doesn't have, like, a good... Most of his debates are, I just feel this way.
Whereas I'll bring fucking logic into it, and I will use my words to destroy the other argument. Because I don't lose, damn it.
Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
We don't have one here.
I'll shit in the sink.
Alright. Well, whoa, not mine! Devin's got a bathroom. Fucking A. Alright, we're on to Midday Gardens, which has a level, probably another one. Actually, it's got my favorite level in the game, which I will be making a fucking beeline towards. Because of the demo disc that I had as a child. That Mariah, Dylan, and I played the hell out of. Like, holy fuck. I like that they're a little fortress. He's fucking stoned. Look at him. Look at him, he's toasted. Good for him. It's legal in the Forgotten Realms, you know.
Longer than I expected, but you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie
Yanka,
ahead.
shut up. Alright. Get collected. Even though I said I'm gonna make a beeline straight to that level. I will collect it. Wait. Hey, asshole. There we go. But yeah. And here's Dave. Dave was held underwater as a young child, so he is not developed as well as he could have. They sent him to the glue factory. That's actually what that purpose is. I know, it's cruel, it's inhumane. It wouldn't happen, but you know what? It's weird in the Forgotten Realms. Come on, here we are. Killing you, killing you. Spyro is murderous! Eat a man's blood. Round out this area, and I'll go to my favorite level. Might be my favorite level in any Spyro game, really. That or Skilo's Badland, one or the other. Yeah. Alright. A little icy. Kinda like the roads of this godforsaken town. Here we have Ringus! Or maybe that's not how you pronounce it. I don't know. I don't know. That is not a name I am seeing literally anywhere else, so I could be fucking that up entirely. I am not a mind reader. The game does not tell you how to pronounce it, so that is that. But here we are. It's the icy heat. 2,074 gems so far, because Moneybag fucking robbed us a few different times. Right? That deserved nothing but death. So, here we have this guy. Yeah, I have got a very strong fondness for the original version of this level.
Oh, I
This
love
one's
this
cool
one.
too,
I remember
yeah.
playing this one with several times.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You, Dylan, and I played the hell out of the demo for it. Like, this is a contender for one of my favorite levels in the franchise. I think this and probably Spilo's Badlands from Ripto's Rage are my favorites.
I think my favorite level isn't until we get to like the third world. The agents, the children agents.
Yeah. Fireworks Factory.
Yes, that one is my absolute favorite.
That level is all yours. I do not care for that one myself.
I fucking love the level or the bonus area where you get to chase the dragons, even though it irritates me so bad. I just love it.
That is funny you say that, because I was about to say, I fucking hate that minigame where you have to chase those dumbass dragons.
Yep, and if you don't, like, continuously keep hitting them, they just, like,
It's such bullshit.
They heal. They heal.
Regeneration.
So, yep. They continue to keep growing back their parts that you've blown off. So you have to either continuously keep hitting one, or you have to continuously alternate, or
yeah. Yeah.
But I since I like that one so much, even though it gets me frustrated, I got it figured out.
Yeah, because you did that level last time too. You're like, yeah, I like that level, and I'm like, thank Christ, I hate that level.
Oh, that one's my favorite. That's probably the only level that I actually like called dibs on.
That's fine. That's me with this level.
I'm gonna go grab a drink.
All right.
Back. Want anything?
Gonna grab my smart water, please. Should be in the fridge. Okay. I'll grab drinks next time. We'll take turns. We're adults, damn it. Even if I don't act like that all the time. Using it for an air guitar. You suck, loser. I can play better than you, and I'm awful at guitar. Get fucked. You. I just don't like you. Oh. As a kid, I could never figure out how to get there. Should be. It was here around when Haley showed up, so. Yeah. Yeah. Probably yours. I don't know, you can have it. Oh, I don't think you can do it in this one. I know in the original, you can see one of the enemies kind of peeking around that corner and just take them out with the cannon. That's pretty cool. But clearly you can't see him in this one, which is kind of close, but what do you do? Right, and now you fire wildly, get all the birds, fuck the birds, no bird flew here, no siree. Oh. Don't you ever fucking die. There we go. No more birds, I don't think. Let's fucking hope not. God damn you. Oh, nope. I need up 30. Fuck. Forgot I had to blow that one up. My bad. I enjoy the music found in this level quite a bit. I don't know why. Probably that fucking nostalgia again, huh? God. Nostalgia. We've got Rhinox with guns. Whoa. Fuck man. Even though I acknowledge, oh, that was close. Still get my shit rocked. When will I ever learn? I won't. I won't. Learning. I don't fucking think so. Not in this lifetime, bozo. Maynard. Alright, quick. Play me 4062. Anyone got that joke? We're friends now. Whether you want to be or not, we're friends, damn it. Whoops. You get to die. You get to die. That. What, the really good shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan had a bunch of it his final couple days here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then I had the final drink out of it.
How'd he like it?
Fucking love that shit. So I was telling him, I'm like, no, this is as smooth as Grey Goose, I swear to God.
Did you tell him that it came from Raheem?
Yeah,
What do you have to say about that?
I do not remember. But,
Seeing as how he didn't fucking like it.
yeah. Stranger danger or something. Or what was going through
No.
his head.
He told Haley.
Oh, did he?
He said that he hadn't heard anything about Raheem from me, so he assumed that he was a boy toy for me.
Huh.
I was like,
I mean, I flat out told him that he was pretty fucking cool. He's like, well, what's he like? And I'm like, likes a lot of the same shit we do. Like, not that complicated.
Not to mention, like, you could also, try to get to know him instead of instantly becoming aggressive.
Yeah. That was a wild fucking night in general.
It was, yeah. I was actually having a lot of fun up until that last bit.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't gotten actually, like, shmammered in a while. I was like, oh, this is nice. Most of the time before I get shmammered, someone pulls me back, or, like, while I'm, like, drinking, like, the last your brother Dawson's wed, or what, reception?
Yeah.
Or I get pulled out of drinking because I gotta watch somebody be someone's nanny.
Fucking hate when that happens. That's the worst.
Yeah. I'm just like, bro, I want to be drinking too, please.
I don't know. Not gonna lie. I don't drink a whole hell of a lot anymore. I will occasionally. Like, if I'm going out to the bar and fucking drink.
I mean, to be honest, I don't drink that often anyway. Like,
Is the single
Well, our family has...
You don't want to pay? What are you saving your money for? Another sequel?
Oh, get fucked, money bag.
I always knew.
Yeah, our family has an issue with that shit anyway, so...
no drinking?
Yeah.
My mom doesn't, or
Tonight
I don't know if she does
ice dance
now.
and these hockey players
Some
are
people say
ruining
that she has a problem.
Will you please help me perform my ice dance?
I don't know, I'm not out there enough to
Thanks. Let's go.
fucking say anything.
I
so-
have no idea. Some people tend to be overdramatic or
Yeah, I
dramatic
know.
out there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume that she's probably drinking more than she used to, but she's probably not that
fucking
bad.
bored.
She's probably also, super fucking depressed
Yeah, it's,
because all of her
The
children
driveway.
are gone.
yeah.
What is that called? Empty nest syndrome or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, pretty
Where
much.
all your children are out of the house and your nest is empty, so you're
Right, it's not fucking normal for her, so...
well, it's not technically empty, but I don't think she actually technically likes those kids.
Yeah.
I know she doesn't like one of them. The other one she tolerates.
I think, like, that's a fucked up situation, but I think there's a difference between, like, willingly watching someone versus unwillingly.
Well, being the kid was deserted,
Yeah, like, that was a really fucked up
pushed on
thing.
them. To be honest, that's one thing that, like, the kid's better off with my parents,
Maybe you can be my ice
better than
dancer.
anyone that she could have been left with. Because I think there was one point where her sister, or Haley's friend, the one that just had a baby,
I don't know.
she had told me that you know who her kind of sister is?
No.
Well, you remember that Andy's her father, or is the person that ended up leaving?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I know all about Andy.
Yeah, so... Andy's kid,
Okay.
that's...
Yeah.
Because, Andy isn't her technical father, for the kid I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But, Andy's actual kid said that she felt guilty and thought that maybe she should take her in, but since, like, you know, she's just a fresh adult, she feels like it'd be a lot on her shoulders and it was just too much. I'm like, no, that's fair. Like, I don't think it should be on your shoulders anyway, because, one, you haven't technically had your own kid yet. So I think you should be able to, you know, have the family that you shouldn't be taking care of someone else's family.
Yeah.
When you are so young. You have yourself to worry about. My parents can take care of this one.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
To be honest, she's already fucked up as it is.
Yeah?
My parents aren't gonna make it worse. If anything, they're gonna give her attitude change. A much needed attitude change.
I don't know. I think she's a lot better than she was when she was, like, younger kid.
Well, yeah, because she's becoming more... She's working on the empathy.
Yeah.
So she had none. Because her mother was selfish and abusive. And druggy. So, she's working on the empathy bit. My parents are good at giving kids empathy.
Yeah. Checks out.
Yeah.
I know.
Granted, it's probably not. They don't do a great job at other things, but they can fucking shove empathy down their kid's throat.
You're gonna have this goddamn empathy, damn it!
You're gonna feel bad for everyone but yourself!
Fucking A. She's gonna be a little fucking metalhead when she grows up, though. Like,
I mean, to be honest, I think we kind of all are.
she's into, like, really fucking cool music for her generation. Like, rocking the fuck out to Korn last summer, that was awesome.
I mean, it's probably due to your dad. Your dad's the one that likes her?
Yeah, I know. I got to help pick out Christmas presents for her. I had picked him up through in Space Aliens. He's like, gotta go to Barnes & Noble. I gotta get stuff for her. And I was like, oh, okay, good. I'm gonna help this out. And Evanescence, he was like, well, I'm gonna get her Haunted. Because that's what she really likes. Like, Haunted's cool and all. But I even told him, I'm pretty sure your mom has that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought she should have gotten the Open Door. I like that one better myself. But Haunted's a good one. Like,
I mean, it would be technically her copy, because I bet you the one that mom has is probably all scratched the fuck up.
Oh, for sure.
Being that, all of us kids, because I can't just say it wasn't me, because I know I did it too, but we all had a problem with,
Cases.
not putting it back in the right cases. We never put them in the wrong cases. I think that was some other fucking kid that kept doing that one. That would put them in the wrong case.
Yeah, well enough.
I think I seen Dylan doing it once, because he would just put it in a random case that didn't have anything in it. But I can't be sure. I don't remember. I have a fucking horrible memory as it is.
Right, and I wasn't paying attention to that shit as a kid.
Well, I mean, you were there sometimes, just not a lot.
Yeah.
It's basically just whenever you weren't with mom. I think that was
Pretty well, I mean, like, middle of 4th grade, I moved out of my mom's, so yeah, it was a pretty decent chunk of childhood.
yeah. I remember you were there sometimes. Just I'm also used to seeing our other cousin all the time.
Yeah.
The one that I live next to.
Yeah.
The one I got grounded for because I spent the night over at her house on a school night, even though
You ride the same fucking bus.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's stupid.
But I did it without asking. I was like, Mom, that's your literal fucking sister I just spent the night at.
Yeah,
And she's, what, 5 feet from you?
Yeah.
A yard? 2 yards 6?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
And I'm like, what are you gonna ground me from? Going over there?
Ooh, by the way,
Most of the reason why I'm over there to begin with is because she wants me there. You're not punishing me, you're punishing...
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I was still kind of bummed about it, because Haley and Dylan would sometimes, but it was mostly Dylan. I was in my teenage days, my angry angst.
See, that shit started in, like, middle school for me.
See, and I think I've told you this before, that my parents have an issue with anger.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are allowed to be angry, not you. You're not old enough to be angry yet. You don't have a reason to be angry yet.
You haven't figured out the world sucks at... Well, yeah, we have, actually. That's why we're pissed.
What do you mean I haven't figured out the world sucks? I'm literally taking care of my great-grandma and knowing that my uncle is stealing her pills. What do you mean I don't know the world sucks? I'm witnessing family sucks.
Yeah, we kind of, definitely didn't draw a winning number for that shit.
Yeah. Like, some of them, we've got a couple...
I like a few of them, yeah.
What is it?
Why don't you try spitting this rock at it?
Not even gonna say, like...
golden silver linings in our clouds, our rain clouds. We've got a couple of them.
I'm not even gonna
Hidden
say
gems.
that, like, I fucking flat out dislike most of them. Because, like, honest to God, I'm more indifferent towards a lot versus, like, actually being pissed off. There are a few where, like, it's like, no, fuck off and die. But for the most part, it's just apathy.
The only reason that any of them would get that to begin with is that they have to really do something that's fucked up. And some of them have really done some of that shit.
Yeah.
You care if I do this one?
Shit.
Okay, because I want to do him and get him out of the way.
I fucking hate this level.
Okay.
Spyro.
I think you did this one last time, too.
I probably did.
I think you're taking turns with them.
Because I think I remember telling you, because to be honest, I had forgotten about the Sheila level, because I like to do the cage,
buddies first.
I like to do the cage creatures first, or as soon as possible, so that way when, you know, their levels come up, it less backtracking.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh.
Sergeant Bird,
Shut up,
9068,
dumbass bird.
awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware.
You know what's funny though?
Rocket launchers,
What?
So you've met my dad's side of the family, or at least some of them, right?
Yeah.
So at some point, like, we stopped going over to see them as often and whatever. Like, they've always been kind of the side we don't see very much. And Haley and my dad were apparently talking.
Well, the
And
rumors of our extinction were
my sister had ended up bringing up at one point, she's like, you know, I find it weird that we ended up hanging out with Mom's crazy-ass family. Like, explicitly so. Like, to the point where, like, it was all the time. But then your side of the family, the side that's, like, Countryville, and, you know, like, we're all about hard work, or, like, you know, a little bit more mentally stable, like, holidays only. And Haley's like, I'm so confused why we only hung out with the crazy side when we had a perfectly sane, or at least moderately sane version way the fuck over there. And we even went to school in the same fucking town. And I just don't understand why we never went to go see them. And Dad was like,
I have to train the hummingbirds.
I don't know either.
Physical condition if we're going to take on the
And I think there was even one point where Dad was just like, yeah, your mom's side of the family's kind of a little out there.
A little?
Yeah. And
Sir, the situation is this. Yesterday at 18:45 hours.
so, like, even my parents don't even quite understand how that situation, like, I understand the reason. It was because money factor, they couldn't afford to, like, not be anywhere else.
Yeah.
But to be perfectly honest, a lot of our family are already living out there.
Living
Like,
in hell.
To be honest, we already have, like, both sides of my family have a family fucking road.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, we could have just, you know, moved our
Pick
trailer
the other
house.
one, yeah.
You could have just moved the house to the other family road, the more stable side.
Thank you, sir.
No,
'Cause-
instead you guys all got psychological damage instead.
Oh, I know. We got to we got to be around the predators.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, the fact that we had an uncle that had a
Hold on, we should
No, I'm not. He had a, what was it? A deer stand in the field, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right in front of what was it? Our cousin's
Fucking
bedroom
what?
window.
That was Puck? Yeah. Puck was a fucking weirdo. I'll rat out a lot of my family, like, especially the ones I don't fucking like that much. Fine, fuck them.
You know,
I don't give a flying fuck.
I don't know what. Like, I don't know why. Because he had a huge issue with being, like, thinking he was so much better. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, superiority complex.
He had a huge superiority complex. I'm like, bruh, you're living on the same ass fucking road as we are. Just because your father was the one that owned this originally, also means that you are the one that lost it. Like, he still had, like...
Daddy didn't love you!
You lost it to your brother's wife. Because she's the one that owns most of it. He only owns his
little
portion.
chunk, yeah.
Yeah, he only owned that chunk. He didn't own the orchard that he was tossing all of his garbage in, that he was using as personal dump. He didn't own that.
Yeah, no, Chuck is a piece of shit. 10 out of 10.
I mean, his wife wasn't any better either. She was the worst.
Josephine? Yeah, she was a raging bitch.
Because I can't tell you how many times she would drive by, and you could see the,
Yeah.
you guys are disgusting. I'm like, bro, you're not any better.
Right, it's like, and you think you're...
You think you're better just because...
Well, like, they've been like that ever since we were real fucking
Oh,
little,
they've
though.
always been that way.
Like...
That's why, I think that's part of the reason why Dad doesn't like her, is because he doesn't like snobs. And to be fair, snobs
But
are
who fucking
snobbish.
does? Yeah. So way back when Grandma Jagger owned the big house, when it was in good condition, you know, livable.
I mean, Dan's been fixing it up.
Has he?
Mm-hmm.
Like the upstairs? Not collapsed anymore?
Oh, I hadn't heard that it got collapsed.
Yeah, I thought that I had heard that, like, one of the fucking upstairs rooms had collapsed or something.
I hadn't heard that, no.
I don't know, maybe someone was telling me shit when they were drinking. But back when Grandma owned that, she'd have to babysit me a lot. My dad liked hunting, you know how it goes.
Like, I don't have, like, a lot of memories of that one, of, like, the house itself. Like, most of my memories derive from the home videos and, like, that shit.
I've got so many memories about that house specifically. I will tell you stories.
I think I remember one bit where I was either playing or I was witnessing Grandma play card games at the little table that she had in front of the window.
Probably Skippo.
Probably. It was either Skippo or Solitaire. Because she liked to play that one by herself.
So, she'd have to babysit me a lot. And this was back when Chuck and Josephine had those dumbass Cocker Spaniels. Yeah.
I hate their dogs. I hate the fact that they love pugs. The fact that they love pugs, I'm just like...
So stupid.
The fact that... Because, one, pugs... if you like pugs, I'm sorry. I do not. One reason, and, like, you can hate me for this as much as you want. They are bred to live a terrible life.
Yeah.
They are bred to, because
Be deficient, pretty much.
well, they're breathing. Their snouts, they're too short, so they're basically suffocating the entire time that they're alive.
Oxygen deficiency.
And then they have so many other like issues that like is deeper in their health. The shorter squished faces is just one of them. That's just the most obvious one.
I think maybe we should call it after this level.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
already 10:30, yeah. Yeah. But, so this is back when Chuck and Josephine, like, their kids were young enough to still be over there.
I like some of them.
I don't,
I didn't care for all of them. There
I-
was one of them I liked, but
I think Travis is the one I interacted with the most, and that's only because he'd be down at Bob's.
to be honest, the one I interacted with was, I think, one of the kids that my dad, their father played D&D
Okay.
with my dad.
But I would, like, I always see him jumping on the trampoline, like, as a little kid. Yeah, I want to jump on the trampoline!
Oh yeah, because they had a trampoline,
Yeah.
didn't they? Yeah, but they would not let us.
No,
I don't even think we were allowed to be on the property. Or
Yeah.
his side of the property.
I think I was allowed to a couple of times, and I think that's because Grandma Jagger bitched him out.
Oh, probably.
She was great to all of us kids. Like
She was great to us kids. Not so much others. She had a problem with favoritism.
Yeah, I was gonna say she played favorites. It runs in the family. I play favorites.
Mm-hmm.
For the love of God, I play favorites. It's great. But yeah, I remember that. Other memories I have from her place. It was some Christmas event going on there. I remember another time in that era, 'cause this would be like the back room past where Dan has his TV now, like not the bedroom, but like that back corner.
Oh, yep.
That's where her living room was at the time. This was before the remodels and shit. And
Yeah, because I think he's only really done the bottom rooms.
yeah. I remember watching a WWF event back when it was still called that, before that bitch-ass World Wildlife Foundation threw a temper tantrum. Fuck those guys. Like, wildlife is important, but fuck you, buddy. But anyway, it was some Stone Cold Steve Austin match. That was cool as shit. I remember watching the Great Chipmunk Adventure there a lot. That is where my dad decided it was time for me to quit using my pacifier when I was a toddler.
Oh yeah,
And
because
he had this painted fucking cow skull or horse skull or something. It looked demonic. It looked cool as shit. I was a bitch when I was a kid, though. I was scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to take a bath. He's like, wait, you gotta leave your nut here. So I did. I come back out. I'm looking for it. This motherfucker tells me, no, I tried to stop it, but that skull, it came down, it ate it. And I was so pissed off, and I was also terrified of that thing. So I was like,
your dad.
that's where I get my storytelling ability from.
Oh,
I swear to
100%
God.
it does. Oh, 100%
Because like I'll get fucking even more jazzed up about it than he will. Another thing I remember from there. This is back when my mom and dad were still together. We were watching my cousin Sadie. She was a newborn, so like I just turned 3, something like that. And I was sick that day. They put me to bed upstairs in the room, like just you go up the stairs. There's that door. I threw up in the bed, right? I'm, like I said, I just turned 3. I try to walk down these steep ass stairs. I roll down like a fucking bowling ball.
Oh Jesus!
And I hit the wall. And I'm crying because like I threw up. I'm not feeling good. That shit just happened. And my mom and dad are looking at me like, fuck, Nick, are you okay? And I'm trying to explain, and they piece it together.
Just
Fucking
crying.
awful, yeah.
Child crying.
Well, like I could turn on the fucking waterworks as a kid.
Oh, I know. Like, I don't have a lot of memories, but I do remember what you were like as a child. I remember what Kyrie was like as a child. I remember I was very bossy.
Yeah.
To be honest though, I blame my parents. They raised a bossy child because they gave me a lot of responsibilities.
Hell, you got shit done though.
I did, yes.
You were probably the most responsible out of any of us kids.
It's my Virgo ability, I guess.
See, my Cancer. That sounds awful. My sun sign made me a big fucking crybaby when I was a kid.
Kidding.
Oh yeah. But no, when I was a kid, like I found that like yeah, crying gets you whatever you want pretty much. So I fucking played that shit up to my advantage. Yeah, turn on the tears. Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah, like shit, that's easy. Be one hell of an actor.
As long as you can not crack yourself up.
Yeah, no shit, that'd be my biggest thing. Like, it'd have to be dramas all day. Well, even then, I'd be fucked. So I'd start making jokes about really dark subject matter.
Yeah. Someone tries to cheer you up and you're just like, I'm not really choked up, but... how could you be joking at a time like this?
Yeah, as I'm laughing. Another memory I've got, there was an Easter, I don't remember if you were there. I know Kyrie was there.
It's possible, because
I
was there for quite a bit of them.
Dying Easter egg. I remember doing that shit. I remember... Oh god, I've got a lot of memories flooding back. So right after Phantom Menace came out, or like right before it, there was all this promotional material, right? And there was this little children's tent. Like, just a small little guy that you could put up. Grandma Jagger set that shit up for me in the living room.
I do remember that, yep.
And I was so fucking happy and like...
I do remember her setting up a tent in the room.
And she let me stay up like as late as I wanted. She didn't give a fuck. Because like the later I stayed up, the longer I was going to be asleep the next day. So, you didn't have to worry about me. But that was my first exposure to watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I remember that shit. And...
I don't know if I know what that is.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast? It's got Brack in it. Space Ghost, Zorak, Moltar. I'll show you after the stream. But she would always make the best fucking homemade chocolate chip cookies, dude. I would be able to like have them like fresh out of the oven.
Yeah, no, the person I got my cookies from was my grandma.
Yeah.
I got to experience her cupcakes. I don't know if you ever had those suckers.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think there was one time where I made them.
Ugh.
I made them, and I also iced them. And she got mad because I used too much icing. I was like, I don't want to taste the fucking mayonnaise.
I don't want to taste the ingredients, damn it.
I don't want to. I don't want to taste the mayonnaise. Because that's what she used.
Yeah.
Instead of eggs, she would put fucking mayonnaise.
I don't remember like what event this was for. Like, you know those like really cheap ass art kits that you can get for like little kids that have.
Yep, I do know what you're talking about.
I got one of those and was using that at her place, and I don't remember what the fuck I meant. Other shit. I remember she had a shit ton of Furbies. Holy shit. Furbies and porcelain dolls.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
She had
Christ.
porcelain dolls. I didn't know she had Furbies.
Yeah, she had a shit ton of those fucking things. I remember Bobby and Rose were both up one day. And Bobby had his old school Nintendo up
Maybe
in the
that's
living
why
room.
maybe that's where I got my Furby from.
Yeah. And
I only got one Furby, and I don't even know who I got it from. Granted, she's still alive and kicking somewhere.
But yeah, I remember. Like, you know me, I've got a ridiculously good memory for weird fucking conversations that went on when we were kids.
Weird
shit that I shouldn't remember. But
a weird memory.
yeah. So Rose had showed up, and we were talking about Guns N' Roses. I remember that. She was talking about it with someone or another. Probably my dad or Bobby. And, like, I remember that. That was, like, right after the spaghetti incident would have dropped. So that was, like, 98, 99, I think. Sometime around there. But, yeah. It was cool as shit. Other memories. I'm sorry, like, this is boring the shit out of Dad, but, like, all the shit is flooding back now, and look, you can watch a different stream if you want. No hard feelings.
So, you said it was... I'm lost.
What?
What? Are we talking about a show? Is that you're talking about?
I don't even know how the fuck we got on this
I
topic.
have no idea.
But
I forgot where we were. Cause once I found that last hummingbird.
I don't know. I like where the conversation went. Like, this has been a really fun trip
And then
down.
we got lost.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Something was being discussed where you're just not sure what it was, and then
You set up I think a tent. Great grandma's.
Oh yeah, no, I finished that one.
Oh, okay.
That was just one of the memories I had. Well, that is gonna wrap things up for this stream, you guys. There are socials there. I've got rank 1, which is like a gamer profile. It kicks fucking ass. Everyone should have a rank 1 profile. Check that shit out.
How long were we streaming for?
Almost 3 hours, yeah.
Oh, wow.
24 hours.
Probably would have been longer, but someone needed a ride.
God, I wonder who. Me. I did. I'd assume we'll be streaming Spyro again sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
We know each other's schedules for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean-
I like make my own schedule. I'm done by 2 for Duluth trading each day, and then I literally make my own schedule for the other shit.
Yeah, and this new one is gonna be every other weekend, and then I'll have some. I'll show you share the details. Granted, I don't know for sure since I haven't started, so I won't start till today.
YouTube is where like all my old shit is.
You're kidding, right?
Go ahead and check that
Stuff
out.
that I've been in before.
Yeah.
She was aiming at
For all
Some
of
like
the
other good stories.
morally questionable stories from our childhood.
I don't know. I think they got a good intro at the beginning of this one as for our morally.
I forgot all about that discussion.
We started this stream with family, and then we ended it with family again.
Yeah. Yeah, our family is fucked. Like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Frame of reference, we're 2 of the more normal ones, so keep that in mind.
I'm not.
I can masquerade as being normal.
no problem. It's
I'm
I'm
good
just-
at being a chameleon.
I'm just a good kind of crazy.
Oh, sure you can.
I'm a fucking psycho, I can just fucking fake it, that's all.
I'm the
Out of magic, huh? How about I give you a jump start?
I'll deal with
I'm definitely a psycho. I'm just not psycho that you don't want to talk to.
Scare her off.
I'm more the fun one. I'm the life of
She's
the
not
party.
gonna murder you, is what she's saying.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, piss her off now. Fuck around and find out, folks. Until next time.